2 more minutes of this.
So not for nothing, this probably should have been used for next week. Since it's
I will use it for both because it's Rudetober, everybody. Well, we had a Rudetober episode already, but now we're deep in Rudetober.
Yeah.
Balls deep.
I love
in
fucking
Rudetober.
being deep in Rudetober.
We are deep in Rudetober, everybody. Happy Rudetober Nation.
We're going to need 2 episodes for our Rudetober recap of just the movie.
Just for you. Yeah. You're going to need to, like, fucking... Well, it's going to be a... Yeah, so... Next episode, Rudetober recap, because it's coming out on Halloween. Spookiest... Whoa. Easy.
No,
Easy.
Halloween is on a Wednesday.
Halloween's on Tuesday.
I'm pretty sure Halloween's on a Wednesday.
Halloween's on Tuesday. No way to know. Tom's finding out right now. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's on a Tuesday. Yay!
Vacation's coming.
That's your week of vacation or no?
No,
the week after?
but the week after.
Nice.
Still don't know what I'm fucking doing.
So I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom.
With the RudeBoyz. It's my water bottle. Metal Gear Solid. It has an exclamation point. It's also open, so be careful. Yes. Yes, it is deep in Rudetober.
Where's the exclamation point?
Keep turning it. It's on the bottle.
Ah!
Red exclamation point. We're deep in Rudetober. We have a very special episode.
You pay for that?
It was like $20. Wasn't that bad. Straight from the Konami store, man. Konami remembers they sell video games every so often. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid collection coming out soon, actually. Also ordered that.
Never.
We have a very special episode.
Never to be played.
I probably won't play it, which sucks because I mean it's coming right a few days after Spider-Man 2 and Mario Wonder. So good luck, Solid Snake. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
But very special episode. Trading the Backs, Volume 8, I think. Hang on a second. I think it's Volume 8. We've got Tommy. What were the books we are trading?
I let you borrow a bunch of graphic novels,
Right, but the two
specifically
I'm talking about
is X-Tinction Agenda and Mutant Genesis 2.0.
2 X-Men books.
Yes.
Happy birthday, X-Men! 60 years, 60 beautiful years of X-Men.
And you give me the whole Marvel library.
Right, the whole Marvel library from Ant-Man to Z. What's a Z character?
Zola.
What would if he had his own?
Well, if you're doing it, Zola Armin.
That's usually how they
anyway.
They title comics.
It was King in Black. It's a big beefy
King in
boy.
Black, big spooky. There's also Symbiote Week. On our Instagram. Social media.
I was doing crunches with that book.
That is a big book,
and fucking squats.
But a lot of that
my
book,
glutes look amazing.
Listen, that book looks big. There's not a lot in it, though. It's really some shit in there.
Things you've heard multiple times.
Wacka wacka. What the fuck was I looking up?
You're tiny. And they still go.
Volume 8. It's Volume 8, everybody. I'm a broken man in many ways than one. So, Tom, it's a very special episode. Rudetober.
One would say half the man you use.
King in Black. Listen, retired swim team. And I ask you, please, if you could, compose yourself and help me make a drink. Actually, I'll get up because I need to.
What do you?
I need to do this stuff. So, Tom, who's in our mouth?
Currently, Miller High Life.
Oh yeah, so we got some highlights going.
Established 1903, and you're going
1903. Yeah, 1903. Yeah.
Really, guy? It's 200 years, you stupid idiot.
It's 100 years.
100 years.
No,
hold on.
19, and we're in.
Yeah, it's 100.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, effectively 20. Who's in our mouth, Tom? Let me tell you who's in our mouth. So, this is a play on a seasonal shot called the brain hemorrhage.
Do you need help?
Nope, I got it. What the brain hemorrhage is, it's kind of like it's a liqueur forward shot that gets topped with Irish cream, but we're kind of giving this a little King in Black spinneroonie. Is that? I'm standing in the light. All right, that's pretty good. So
Start
what?
using
Instead
it.
of,
Okay.
I know, yeah, I should get another light here, but
Guy, I mean, you do that for
yeah, well,
for a living.
I don't.
Why?
I barely want to do it.
Why we in
for
dark?
a living?
Why we dark? Why we in the dark?
Why
and
we dark?
smaller?
So this is the tricky spot. I don't think this is going to work out. But what it is it's a liqueur.
Can't be
and
any
then-
worse than the Dragon Ball Z.
The
drink.
Dragon Ball was not great.
Good in concept.
I kind of layer this bad boy.
Do you need help?
I don't think so.
Is it ever going to come out?
Well, it's been chilling for a little bit, my boy. My boy. We'll probably just let this fucking dribble out, actually. Which, yeah, that's a joke right there, too, Tommy. Where were you there, buddy? Huh? Wow. This is,
You may want to just take the stopper off.
pretty goddamn solid, ain't it? Whoopsies. This is live, everybody. Live to tape.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Happy
There we
Rude
go.
goddamn Tober.
That looks better.
That actually does look better. Chilling, it definitely helped. I can tell you that much. Now, hold on a second. I am just going to take a little bit out of this one because I'll show you. So I got some colored Irish cream, layering it on top of strawberry liqueur. Very delicately. I'm not a professional, everybody. I don't know if you guys know this.
You're doing good. You're
A
doing
little
good.
more, a little more. Tom's got the angle. Will all this remain? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, so it's layered.
The memory remains.
And now let's try this. This might not do anything, but this should drop through. It did not do that. Okay, so what this is, Tom, we're going to call this...
Trying.
Call it symbiote, space ooze. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, I think it might be too thick.
Makes my spit thick.
So what this is a layered shot now. Again, there should be some cool effect of kind of like the Irish cream kind of mixing in with the liqueur.
Right, yeah.
To kind of give it this thing.
Gotcha.
So it's a riff on this shot called the Brain Hemorrhage, which is a deliciously sounding title. The Irish cream on top, and the Irish cream kind of like gets all blobby. So what I did was, it is starting, yeah, because it's probably warming up. What if I did one of these? Bloop. Nope. That didn't do shit. Yeah, whatever. And I just put food coloring in the Irish cream to get it as dark as I could, which, again, it's a very light colored liqueur, and that's the best you got.
Okay. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, I will.
No reason to fucking take the razors out.
Clink it up. It's kind of like, what are those strawberry candies? Like the cream ones.
Strawberry cream filled candy.
I guess so, like the Lifesavers. You know what I'm talking about? The cream savers.
Yeah, and
cream...
you bite into them, and then you get the shot of strawberry juice.
Gushers? Are you talking about Gushers?
No, it's like a hard sucky candy, and the wrapping is like it looks like a strawberry.
No, not those.
Oh, well,
Cream
then,
savers?
I don't know what the.
Speaking of cream, what else we got in the fridge, Tommy?
Oh, you got some fucking ego shit.
Yeah. This is a special episode.
Every episode special.
Special, yes, for your two delayed boys. This, seen at the liquor store, Eggo brunch in a jar, waffles and syrup cream liqueur.
Sipping cream.
Sipping cream.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it smells like fucking...
Does it smell like brunch?
A little bit.
Does it taste like... Does it smell like 40-year-old sad woman?
What? Take a little whiff of that, Tommy. I couldn't resist. Alright? It smells like... Not waffles. It smells like Eggo, specifically. Like toasted Eggos with maple syrup.
What syrup?
Maple.
Okay. They said nipple syrup.
Nipple syrup. Clink it up twice. Wow. That does say syrupy.
It does.
Interesting. This is definitely sipping. I don't think I could down. He almost downs it. That's hilarious. Like, the flavor is so specific. Like, the flavor is so specific, I don't think I could be like, yeah, it's glug. Again, to each his own. That's pretty wild.
All this cream
Oh, yeah.
is going to do awesome with the beer.
Oh, yeah, it will. Well, that was that. Another thrilling edition of Who's in Your Mouth. Chris! Why don't we move it on into Blitzkrieg news?
Sure. All right, starting off in games as we always do.
Yes.
Okay, now it's officially official as Microsoft officially acquired Activision Blizzard.
This is official as per recording. Friday the 13th. Again, I wish I had... Or should I do the ch-ch-ch? That's probably more accurate, right? Yeah. All right.
It's Friday the 13th.
Well, it is
No,
Friday the 13th.
Jason Voorhees is a pussy mama's boy.
Okay. I've never seen any of his movies, his major motion pictures. And, yeah, so this is official. This finally happened. Microsoft is acquiring Activision Blizzard. They're keeping Bobby Kotick, this piece of shit CEO from Activision Blizzard, who's been he's just a fucking dumb douchebag, douche nozzle guy. But they're keeping him on to the end of the year, and then probably giving him the boots. Maybe, I don't know. Corporations aren't your friends. But, I mean, yeah. MONOPO.
Hot take from Chris.
Yeah, I know, hot take, right? Whoa. Edgy. The edgy content you get here on the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. What else we got, Tommy? Dumbass.
Wii U and 3DS Online play to end in April.
Yep. Taking the servers off. No more Splatoon or Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS. You know, playing online. You know, this is different than the shops. The shops have already closed. So, I mean, you can't, like, matchmake, or I think Super Mario Maker is completely fucking borked at that point, but, yeah, it's an inevitability, everybody. Sorry.
Slimmer PS5 coming this holiday. And it's actually, the price point is more money
yes,
than...
it's more expensive than the current models.
And it's digital.
Well,
and you can add a
yes,
fucking disc drive,
yes.
which is
and you
hard.
have to, and if you want it to stand up, it's a different. It's different. You got to buy like a vertical stand. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty crazy, but I mean it is smaller. I'll give you that much.
Womp womp.
There it is. Yeah. So I mean, whatever. If you're in the market for PS, it's coming out this holiday? I said. So while I adjust my ice pack.
Kevin Afghani.
Yes.
The new voice of Mario and Luigi.
Yes, so he's going to be voicing Mario and Luigi going forward from Super Mario Wonder, coming out in 1 week. October 20th. He is the new voice of Mario and Luigi, and I'd assume all the other Mario characters, like Wario, Waluigi, like all the Mario-related specific...
Is he the one that did his... No, that's not his voice. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
Chris Pratt? No.
Shut up!
What else we got?
I'm an idiot.
This also just got announced today. And man, just what an up-to-date Blitzkrieg news this is.
Rudetober Trick. Batman Arkham Collection for Switch delayed to December 1st.
Yeah, so that was coming out this month.
I have them all.
Oh, all right, but Tom, sometimes people don't have things you have. Yeah, that's all I'm hearing. Me.
Exactly.
That's all I'm hearing. Yeah, exactly. So, the Batman Arkham trilogy, and not Origins. Everybody's been coming around on Origins again. You know, it's like kind of like the redheaded stepchild of that whole franchise.
It's like how everyone's coming around on Anakin again.
Fair. Yep, nostalgia's a hell of a thing.
It is.
Nostalgia's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shitting.
You're gonna be all different colors. With that fucking purpley ooze.
Secret of
ooze. Why did we do that at the same time?
A Rudetober treat, though.
Yo, okay. A trick. We had a trick and now a treat? Okay.
Jedi Survivor.
I knew it. Go ahead. No, say your up to date news. A very up to date Blitzkrieg news.
Well, motherfucker, I was drunk the last time you announced this, so I don't remember
What
it.
else is new? I announced it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it.
Whatever. Fucking Rudetober treat. Animal Crossing Lego sets are coming.
That's cool for some people.
Yeah,
Not for me. I'm good. Okay. Oh, your fucking tongue is purple, bro.
Comic book news.
Comic book news. It's New York Comic Con, everybody. Might have some breaking news during this episode.
Or during the weekend.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to add it. I'm just saying right now, as while the mic is hot and live right now.
All right, are you looking at anything? Well,
Maybe
I'm reading
I
these
will.
fucking notes. Fool boy. Wolverine is going to war in January.
Sabretooth War, specifically. He's going to have a big old 10-part battle. Probably not battle. There's going to be a lot of talking, I'm sure.
They're always fighting, though.
But, I mean, this is war, though.
So it's going to be Wolverine, X-23,
They're making sides.
the other version. I mean, come on. Sounds...
Wombat, what's the other one's name?
Honey Badger?
Honey Badger, there it is.
I wonder where Dakin would fall.
Dakin might be the turncoat for either side. I don't know.
Yeah.
But starting in Wolverine number 41, leading all the way up to Wolverine 50, which I understand isn't 10, but I don't know. Maybe they're going to have a one-shot or something in there. It's going to be all Wolverine, all Sabretooth. I think that honestly...
I'll pick that up in trade.
If they cut the bullshit and just be like, here's 10 issues of literally them just fighting. Like, as, you know, like that ridiculous Family Guy, Peter and the chicken.
Yeah.
Like, for 10 minutes the whole episode. Fuck it. Just have them fight all over the globe. I don't
Let
give a
them
shit.
fight.
Not be like, Sabretooth, he's conversing. Like, maybe, we'll trick Logan into doing this. Like, no, have them just fucking fight everywhere.
Cyber will definitely be, playing a part in this.
Is Cyber in the active, ongoing Wolverine run?
The fuck if I know?
Oh, okay.
I don't fucking read Krakoa era shit. Even
gotcha.
though Krakoa era is over.
The Fall of X, everybody.
Yeah, people...
Also, Dr. Doom's going to be fighting. Apparently, Dr. Doom has a hidden group of Litvarian mutants that will be fighting the X-Men.
Yeah, people
fighting Shadowcat and Ms. Marvel and Wolverine.
Well, yeah, because right now Shadowcat's going around trying to fucking murk people who were involved
Which,
in...
honestly, if you told me a character's name is Shadowcat, that's what I picture.
Yeah, she's no longer a pirate. She's
Right. Yeah,
went
she's
back
gone
to her
through
ninja
some,
looking.
She's gone through some...
changes.
Went back to her ninja looking?
Yeah.
She originally had a ninja look? Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, when her and Wolverine were in, it was like Wolverine and Kitty's Adventures in Japan.
That's a very on-the-nose title.
Or Adventures in Babysitting. However
Sure,
you
yeah,
want
of
to look
course,
at it.
naturally. Naturally. What else we got, Tommy? So, yes, Wolverine.
I'm fucking dope.
Everybody loves him for his 50th anniversary.
I thought it was 60th coming up.
No, Tom, it's X-Men 60 this year.
Right.
So does that mean he's just 1 year younger?
Okay,
No,
calm
he's
down.
not.
Calm down.
I'm calm.
You're getting loud for no fucking reason.
I'm very calm.
Movies!
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four to start shooting this spring.
Maybe. You know what's funny? I put that on the notes, and I'm like, this is going to be a really light news week. And then New York Comic Con happened, and like all this other shit happened.
Yeah, but
that was on there, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but they haven't come to a deal with the SAG yet.
Oh, well, you know what? That is true. So that you're right. You're right.
It's
so
very maybe.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. That is something that has happened since that news broke. So the writer's strike had effectively come to an end with both parties trying to negotiate, and then that fell apart because why, Tom?
Corporations aren't your friend.
Yay! He said
Well, no, I thought
where's the buttons?
No, I thought the writers' strike has ended, but the actors' strike hasn't.
It's all connected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're respecting everyone's roles to strike.
Cool.
Standing up for their fellow men and women, human.
Hey,
how about everybody get on the human race?
I wonder if they're gonna.
Here we go. Here's a goof. I can feel it.
No, I wonder if they're gonna show the cast at.
They still have it. What
Comic-Con.
The fuck? Well, I wouldn't think so. Well,
Last I heard,
they wouldn't if they haven't.
Oh,
Jesus
God!
Christ, I'm so sorry. This table's usually not here.
Calm down. Stop looking for the fucking buttons and calm down. You fucking fool. Were you sitting on them the whole fucking time? You idiot.
Oh my god. What a visual medium.
We need to get on it.
Yes, so...
Last I heard was...
Well, listen, if the studios and the actors, writers aren't coming to agreement, they're not going to make any sort of headway. They won't. But
anyway,
you're right.
Last I heard was Matt Smith was going to be playing Reed.
That's cool. Last I heard he was like Kevin Feige was doubling back and having to be Krasinski.
Really?
Yeah. But also, guess what? You know,
it's all speculation.
You know who would be a
fucking say the thing. You know who would be a good Invisible Woman, I think?
Who's that?
Samara Weaving. She was in,
The name sounds familiar. Was she in Ready or Not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the main girl in Ready or Not.
She's like that...
She could pull off that nerdy...
She is that... how do I say this without sounding like an asshole? So maybe I just shouldn't. But
no, please go ahead.
People get her and like Margot Robbie confused. She's got that very but I mean if you like a lineup of like these very attractive blonde, strikingly
so it's kind of like that
women.
Time where like the Deschanels came out.
Yes.
And Katy Perry.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I get you.
And like how people get like Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley confused. Me and.
So do I. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, but it's like one of those where it's just like you put them up a lineup and you're like, Who?
Yep.
Isla Fisher and oh god, I already forgot her name. Isla Fisher, the redhead from like Wedding Crashers and Hot Rod.
Oh.
Who's married to Sacha Baron Cohen.
No, I thought Amy Adams was.
Amy Adams is also in the mix.
I thought Amy Adams was married to Sacha.
Christina Hendricks. No, Isla Fisher. Isla Fisher? That's her name?
Hold on.
IMDb cast.
I cannot believe fucking...
And Christina Hendricks, like, very, very sultry-looking redhead. That has some,
I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Do I have an appropriate button to press? That's appropriate.
Okay, I thought he was married to...
See? See? The Mandela effect is real, everybody.
No, it's not. Shut up.
What else we got, Tom?
You're an idiot.
Keeping Blitzkrieg out, Alpha.
Shut the fuck up! Where the fuck were you looking that up, idiot?
I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, for once. Jason Momoa might be Lobo in DCU. Come on, just stop, DC. Just stop.
I think this is appropriate casting, though.
It is.
I think he'd fucking kill it as Lobo.
Absolutely, but James Gunn, just stop. Go back to animated.
You gotta, like, give
Go
him
back
a
to
shot.
animated. Go back to animated. Yo, every animated feature that fucking DC put out was fucking baller.
I thought you were talking about James Gunn doing...
No, you idiot.
Well, you said James Gunn go back to animated. So meaning he should go back to animated.
Well, because he's in charge of the whole fucking DC world now.
Yeah. And animation's going to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, they should just stick to their animation.
Tom, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not interested, but hopefully, maybe, this will cause some interest.
It won't.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Werewolf by Night in beautiful Technicolor releasing on Disney Plus Rudetober the 20th.
This was coming out news-wise from New York Comic Con. It's coming out in a week.
Yeah.
It is a colorized version of Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night? Werewolf by Night. Which... It doesn't need it.
It doesn't need
but
it.
It's a fun little gimmick they're doing.
Yeah,
because they used to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like TCM.
I think it being black and white was beautiful.
Yeah.
Was
but
great.
This is like a nice little
You're right.
Hey, remember this? Remember we did this werewolf movie, everybody?
Yeah.
Or TV special.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trailer talk.
Trailer talk.
The Iron Claw. I watched this trailer. I was pleasantly surprised by it.
I think it's well done. It's an A24 joint, which I know does a lot of horror movies and stuff. Like they do niche.
Well, they're the ones that they released X and Pearl.
Yeah,
and
no, they do a little like off the.
I'm surprised they didn't shove me a goth in there, which.
Shove me a goth in there. What?
Well, that's like they're like they put her in a lot of things.
Me a goth. Oh, shove! I think it shove me a goth. Like, what?
No, you idiot.
Like, here's a goth, everybody. Like, what? Mia
Now-
Goth, yes. She's in, like, 2 other movies. 3, technically.
No, there's another one that from A24 called The Infinity Pool that she's in as
okay.
well.
All right, well, listen, actors can do multiple things.
I understand this, Chris.
Okay.
But, like, it just looks good. Zac Efron looks awesome.
Zac Efron, yes. Zac Efron playing. I will pull up the
dude...
because they all blend together. I'm
The
sorry.
dude... and you're going to hate me for saying this. I can do without the dude from Shameless.
No, you said this last episode, too. You
His-
don't like him.
He just... I don't know. Everything
Actually,
about...
no, you don't like the other guy from Shameless, but you thought it was...
Well,
culture.
HBC is gross.
Yes, accurate. That's the whole point of that show.
No. The actor who plays Lip.
Yeah, no. Jeremy Allen White playing Kerry Von Erich. I would dare say the more mainstream Von Erich, because he was the one that went to WWF.
He did,
at the
right?
time. Yes, Kerry did.
Yeah.
All the other ones did not.
Yeah, he was the Texas Tornado. Right?
Yes.
Or was
yes.
that Kevin?
Oh, no, Red Rooster... no. Yes. Yes, he was the Texas Tornado.
Red Rooster was...
Red Rooster was...
Terry Taylor.
Terry Taylor. There it is.
Yeah. No, this looks good.
Vince, what are you doing? Yeah, no, so for people who don't know the Von Erichs were a very famous wrestling family down in Texas. And also very notoriously cursed, where siblings would just start kind of, dying or whatever, drug overdoses here, murders over there, accidents over here.
It's kind of like... It's kind of like the fucking... Well, I mean, there's only been 3 of them. It's kind of like Bruce Lee's lineage. Apparently, Bruce Lee's lineage is cursed.
Is it now?
Yes.
Well, because, Bruce and his son and who else?
Well, Bruce's father.
Oh, okay.
So, died under mysterious circumstances. So, but no, this might be something I might want to try to catch in theaters.
I agree
It
with
definitely
you, yeah.
has the wrestler feel.
Yes.
Which I did. I love the wrestler. I have not. I gotta go back and watch the wrestler.
The wrestler's good.
I may have to do RudeBoyz Good Movies for the wrestler.
Okay.
Just for shits.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I'll take some of this gray cream.
Alien juice.
That's what Noel does.
Again, Kerry Von Erich. Again, probably, I think not the oldest, I guess middle brother, but there was like 5 of them, so I guess the second. That's how numbers work.
Is Lacey Von Erich going to be involved in it?
She, you know what? I'm sure it's probably her family had to sign off on it. So
Probably.
I imagine she's.
Are
in
all
it,
the
but
Von
I don't-
Erich boys dead?
No. Well, no. I think David is still kicking because if you remember, Tom, the number 1 promotion in America, Major League Wrestling, has a Von Erich's team. As inbred as they are, they're there, and that's really all you can say about it. That's the best compliment I can give them. And they're employed, so good for you guys.
There's another federation that's coming hot on the heels of MLW.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Matt Cardona's part of it, called World Series of Wrestling.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know about this. All right, cool. Good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, fans. Moving on to TV, by the way. Castlevania Nocturne has been renewed.
Yes.
They better fucking have renewed. The way they left that.
Again, they couldn't have let it go with the strike and everything.
No.
So, but yeah, so we're getting a second season of Castlevania Nocturne,
Which I guess we'll talk about that in catch-up, because we both do that now.
or we save it for Rudetober recap.
Fine, well, same for Rudetober recap.
I mean, we both liked it. I will just,
Yeah.
we'll just breeze over that, and we're going to talk deep about it. Spoiler alert for next episode.
Moving on.
Talking all about Castlevania Nocturne, brother.
Trying to keep this Blitzkrieg.
Go right ahead.
Crunchyroll has a 24 anime channel now.
Yes. So
Is this on Cablevision?
Cablevision? Optimum. But
Spectrum?
still. No, it's available on... I did save this. Hang on.
Fios?
I did. No, it's available through LG channels, the Roku channel, and Vizio Free Watch. The service will then join Amazon Freevee on October 17th. I think it's one of these things where you can go on a streaming service
And-
that has
okay.
accessible. It's just a channel is such a weird phrase. It's like a stream.
Right.
It's like you're going.
right.
It's like there is a 24/7 Metal Gear Solid series stream that I could just go to YouTube, throw it on, and someone's playing Metal Gear. You know, it's like that.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, it is, but it's like just like interesting to throw on. But like this is what this is. So it's 24 hours of just anime. You know what I mean? Like Crunchyroll still has their subscription service. You know, but they still have like you just want to throw fucking anime on, you throw anime on. There you go, everybody. Just like the old days when sci-fi would show anime
Or Cartoon Network.
No, this was before even Cartoon Network got a sniff. This was like pre-Toonami era.
Well,
Yeah, old.
New Dragon Ball series in the works for 2024.
This is called Dragon Ball Daima, and it is for the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball.
Is
You're
Daima
welcome.
means 40 in
No,
Japan?
it's like a made-up word, Akira Toriyama said. So he's officially working on this. It's not like big corporations. It's not like GT, where they're just like, yeah, let's make more Dragon Ball, everybody.
GT was so trash.
Yes, because it didn't have the love and care of the original creator. So he's getting involved into this series. It's almost like it's harkening back to Dragon Ball. It's basically, what if the characters from Dragon Ball Z turned into babies, and now they get to do on wild adventures like they did in Dragon Ball, like they tried to do in GT.
I'm sorry, what?
You know how GT?
No, I got you.
Yeah.
No.
All right, listen.
No.
People sometimes like the whimsy of Dragon Ball.
No.
Okay.
So, before we get into the last thing for TV, there was something I heard today. Miramax...
Breaking news.
Miramax has acquired all the rights to the Halloween franchise.
You know, I'm going to fact check you right now, right? Miramax was trying to sell Halloween.
No, Miramax has it.
Yes, they have it.
No. Miramax wasn't trying to sell Halloween.
Tom?
Regardless, they're doing a Halloween TV series.
Okay.
Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be like...
I really love this, okay?
So back in the day, there was a Friday the...
Last episode, Miramax looking to sell off Halloween rights.
I heard Miramax bought it.
It's already.
Well, they probably... I don't fucking know, man. I'm just going by what I heard.
What you heard?
Yeah. Calm down. I'm going to finish the ooze.
Go right ahead, Tom. I'm still babying this ego. Babying this ego.
Just going to let that drip in all the way. Regardless, they're doing it how the TV series is going to be happening.
That's pretty good, actually.
And
What the fuck was that?
you are causing chaos. You need to not move. I
really do. There we go. Uh-huh.
So the way John Carpenter wanted the Halloween series to be,
Blitzkrieg.
yeah, was he wanted the Halloween series to kind of be like an anthology,
Yes.
where each movie was going to be different.
Right. I remember you telling me.
And that's what I think he's finally going to get with this.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
So,
I don't know.
this is going to be long, I know. 1 and 2
Uh-huh.
happened.
Yes.
And 3 was a completely different thing. And
Still
then
happened in
I
the same
guess,
universe.
I guess, right. Okay, fair. But then when 4 came around, I'm assuming that was like a corporate thing to be like, yo, we got to get this Michael Myers guy back. It was
Probably.
like, slashers are a thing, everybody. Okay, so they
Do you really want me to go-
strong-armed them. Nope, I don't.
I can't go into all the different timelines of the Halloween
really do not
franchise.
need you to. I
So
really
you
do not
have
need you to.
Halloween.
Tom, you know what's funny?
What?
You kind of did last episode. If you listened, you'd retain it, and you'd know.
Why do I gotta listen if I was there?
You were there, but guess what? We're here now, and we're talking about the same thing.
Anyway, Daredevil Born Again getting creative overhaul. Overhaul. You put Overhall.
Overhaul. Oh, yeah, it should be Haul. Whatever. Does it sound right? If you say that real fast.
It reads stupid.
Okay. Sounds right, but reads stupid. So, Marvel Studios was like, hey, you know what would be good for our TV shows? And I'm using TV. Well, yeah. So like, let's like hire showrunners and stuff, and let's like stop winging it. And that's a great idea. So they completely fired all the directors and writers for Daredevil Born Again, because it was like originally going to be in like a law drama thing.
Dun dun.
But now it's going to be more
Superhero.
kind of like the Netflix show. Not as grim and dark, I'd imagine, but it's going to get more action heavy. Even that Netflix, that wasn't really that action heavy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they had great action, but like, you know, there was still fucking
Just keep
exposition everywhere.
Just keep that theme music.
That was, oh my god, that was really good.
That theme music got me hard.
But yeah,
And then the shotgun.
Thank you. I'll put the buttons here so we can both
Everywhere.
join in on buttons. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before we see some Daredevil
It's
stuff.
gonna be a while!
Is that what we have Blitzkrieg news?
That's all. No.
Oh, uh-oh. What are you adding right now?
No.
Why?
Best Buy to phase
Oh, yeah,
out
right. Oh, yeah,
physical media in-store and online in 2024.
Yeah, we talked about this off air.
So, RIP physical media.
It's still there, but not from Best Buy anymore. Best Buy, not maybe the best place to buy. Yeah, Best Buy used to have like Gamer Club Unlocked, bro.
Yeah.
That was dope.
And you're part of the problem.
How am I part of the problem?
You ordered shit from Amazon.
Yeah, because I go where the... Listen, I'm part of the problem because I should be going to a local retailer, mom and pop place. Mm-hmm. But, you know...
You should.
I should. Do you? You don't. So
when I
shut
buy
the fuck
stuff,
up.
I try to.
I try to
use Amazon.
I try to take my vitamins. I try to floss every day.
Actually,
also.
I do take my vitamins every day.
Cool. Okay, cool. Did you go to any
flossing is a fucking is a scam by the dentist industry.
Big dental.
Big dental.
Big floss, big crest.
Yep.
Floss you got your teeth, everybody.
Or live your life how you want.
You know what? You could do that too. Yes, you could also live your life how you want.
That's all we have for fucking Blitzkrieg.
That's all we have for Blitzkrieg.
Chris,
Yeah, Tom.
what have you been? Ew.
What?
Ew.
What?
What have you been up to? Just ew.
Deadpool? No.
Take it the girlfriend never saw Deadpool.
Correct. Yeah. Deadpool's good.
Yeah, it's okay.
God, you know what's funny? I was telling Jen about how
I
you
cool.
Yes. Not only you cool, but then you sour.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I'm an idiot.
What happened?
I thought it said Deadpool 2.
No, not Deadpool.
Oh yeah, no, Deadpool's fine. Deadpool 2 is fucking
yeah.
trash.
Yeah, no. So we finished.
Oh yes, no, you're correct.
We finished up the first season of Welcome to Wrexham, and it's a big.
Nearly wrecked him.
Ryan Reynolds. Also, hang on a second. Welcome to Wrexham did not end how I thought it was going to end. They did not win.
They ended up winning.
Not in that season, my guy.
They ended up winning. Trust me.
Trust you. I watched it.
And
then I started watching season 2, and everyone was like, "Man, I can't believe we lost that whole thing." What do you think? They just fucking faked it for drama?
They win. Trust me.
Okay, but I'm saying in the season
Spoiler, they win.
In the season that they showed, they lost.
Because the dude from It's Always Sunny says he'll never want to do this again because it was the most stressful thing for him.
Well, he owns a fucking football club now. Anyway, we
right.
moved from that to Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And Deadpool's, I think, one of the better non-MCU movies, especially when it came out. I think when it came out, it was very, it was refreshing to see, you know, because it was like, listen, it wasn't like, I feel like in X-Men movies at that time, it was like, oh my god, it's the X-Men. But like, this one was just like, it's fucking Deadpool, you know, whatever. Like, who cares? Here's Colossus, he's a goody two-shoes. Here's Negasonic Teenage Warhead, she's a teenage bitch, you know, like that, and so like, that's the X-Men, everybody. You know what I mean? Like, it did not keep him in high regards, which I think it kind of leads to the whole tone of that movie. Ryan Reynolds is perfect casting for Deadpool, and the suit is still great, I think, which is a lot of fun. Deadpool's a lot of fun. The first one. I'd have to see the second one again, because I do remember liking Cable and Domino. Some of the goofs were eh.
I'll watch it, but I will shit all over it.
Maybe we'll go to the movies.
I will rip it apart.
Okay. You soured. Man, I gotta find the old Deadpool 2 reacts we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah? What's up?
I grew as a human.
Did you?
It was garbage.
Okay. What have you been up to, Tommy?
Jacking shit, because
You got a lot of...
I was trying to do a lot of reading.
Sure, yeah. A lot of Rudetober stuff, I've noticed. On
Lots
your
of
list.
Rudetober.
Right. Which we'll talk about next episode, everybody.
And was trying to play Dredge. But I just get lost because I have too much fun.
We'll do a little, because this is part of a RudeBoyz game club. So we'll talk a little bit about this. We'll talk more about it next episode. So any Dredge heads out there on a part of doing our game club with us, crickets. Blip, 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 blip.
Dredge heads.
But I finished it. There's 2 endings. I got them both.
Oh. Only 2 endings?
There are only 2 endings, correct, yes. Basically a good and a bad ending. That's it. I don't want to spoil anything, Tom, but be warned. I will talk a little more loosey-goosey next episode.
Oh, go right ahead.
All right. So, you're warned. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, you enjoying it. We're enjoying it in our own different ways. And we'll talk a little bit more about it next episode, I think, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Okay. But other than that, have you been up to anything solo? Or have we been doing stuff similarly? What have you been doing solo, Tom? Tell us about your solo life. What's going on there?
Lots jerking off.
Ooh.
No. No, I just, still playing Baldur's Gate 3. Trying to figure that out. Being a menace in Faerun, which is the name of the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's this one character, she's supposed to join your party, and she apparently loves everybody. She's one of the sweetest, most kindest people. I did something wrong. She threatened to bash my head in with her axe.
Is that the fire demon or whatever it is? Okay.
She apparently loves everybody.
Okay.
But yeah, she threatened to bash my head in with her axe.
As they do.
So I had to go back and figure out what I did wrong, and I figured out what I did wrong. I let a little demon tiefling, which is a race. They look like little demons. I let a little tiefling die.
Okay.
I didn't know I was supposed to save her.
Save her?
Save the tiefling. Yeah,
that's what you said. I'm sorry.
So yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I let a lot of people die in that playthrough.
Listen.
My brother said he said I'm not. I shouldn't be allowed to play because I'm just causing chaos.
That's pretty funny.
He's like, I don't get you. He's like, did you save the like the head druid? I was like, no, he died. And I'm just like, he's like, yeah, you gotta stop. This is not. No,
this is not for you anymore.
No, it's fun.
Okay, good.
I'm enjoying it.
That's all that matters. Games should be fun.
We both been up to shit though.
Yes, you were right. We have done some stuff.
Done some shit together
that matches up. Hang on, I'm looking something up. Episode 20. Good lord.
Why don't you fucking pay attention? You ADD
so
motherfucker.
Ahsoka's all done.
Yes.
We watched Ahsoka.
Yes.
Spoiler alert for Ahsoka. What'd you think? What'd you think for Ahsoka?
Fucking awesome. Really dug it.
I liked it a lot.
Definitely
for Rebels fans, I'll tell you that much.
Rebels. I'm not a Rebel fan, but I watch Rebels.
That's also you could that's fair too. You could do that. Yes, you watched it. It happened to you, one would say.
Yeah,
it happened to you in your face, on your eyeballs,
forcibly.
I don't think nobody forced you to.
You kind of did.
I guilted you. It's different. I didn't force you. Guilt is your own.
You are good at guilting.
Well, listen, I don't want to make light of. And never mind. Continue. Ahsoka's good.
Ahsoka real good. Like, episode 5. Oh,
Episode 5 was when...
everything with Anakin.
Oh, yeah, the World Between Worlds.
Yeah.
That was dope.
That was probably the best episode of the whole season.
I've seen some live-action Clone Wars stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool. Because
Yeah.
episode 2 was all fucking computer graphic bullshit, so... So I'll say about that. But yeah, that was good.
What, you
I
mean
liked that
like
a lot.
episode 2, The Clone Wars?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so actually seeing guys in fucking Stormtrooper outfits were like... Or Clone Trooper, sorry. That was nice. That was nice to see. And then Rex.
Yep.
That was cool.
That was very cool.
Yeah, they should do more of those, but... kind of tough to do now. Everybody's just getting old, you know? Hayden Christensen getting old.
Yeah, but people love him.
People do love him. See? Yeah, you're right. Everybody kind of came around on it.
Now, maybe if the kid who played Anakin in Phantom Menace, if that poor schmuck could get a turnaround.
If he could stay out of jail for a bit, too.
Is he still in jail?
Well, I don't know if he's still in jail.
Yeah.
He's had some run-ins with the law.
Well, you know what? He ran into a rough time. He had a rough patch.
Understandable. Happens to the best of us. But kind of tough to, get that redemption story if you're not willing to be redeemed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
You know who's got to redeem you first? You.
Jesus. Oh.
Baby Jesus. Wow.
Oh my god, this fucking episode.
Ahsoka's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did like it. I'm thinking about it, I feel like I didn't realize, I thought it was going to be a limited series, so the way it ended was very
I'm glad it's not
cliffhanger-y.
going to be.
And it's not. What do you think they should do with Balin, played by Ray Stevenson, who passed recently? I honestly, I think they should recast.
No.
So they just completely push that character out?
Shin finds Balin's body.
Okay.
And Shin picks up Balin's quest.
I don't think that's her journey, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
don't
I
recast
think
him.
it's-
There's no one else. I can't think of anyone that could play him.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to
gonna
recast,
recast him.
and then you're going to be like, "Oh, that's a good pick."
Yeah, they're going to recast him with Steven Seagal.
So why the fuck would they cast him with Steven
Seagal does his own stunts, and he could fight with a lightsaber.
Can he? I don't think he can.
Do his own stunts?
No, this lightsaber stuff.
He'd make up moves.
He'd make up moves.
I
Yeah,
need to see a
right.
movie with Steven Seagal and Nicolas Cage.
That doesn't exist?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
It needs to happen.
Okay.
That's why I forgot to put on trailer talk.
We'll talk about it now, Tom. Why not?
New Nicolas Cage movie called Dream Scenario, which looks wacky
Yeah.
and fun. Check it out.
But yeah, we like Ahsoka. What else have we been up to?
We watched Loki.
We both watched the first episode of Loki.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Same.
I'm not in a rush to watch the second episode.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Even the first season, I'm like, because that was what that was. So wait, it was WandaVision, Falcon.
No.
I'm trying to think in the release of the Disney Plus shows.
I thought Loki was
No.
after WandaVision.
No, Loki was like fourth, but I'm like trying to think of what was. It was WandaVision. Falcon and Winter Soldier was definitely second. Was there a third one?
Loki.
Was Loki?
I think Loki
Or
was
What
the
If
third
or
one.
something like that?
I think Loki was the
What
third
other
one.
shows were there? There's no way
Ms.
to know.
Marvel.
Ms. Marvel, yeah, it was definitely after that.
She-Hulk.
Definitely after that.
I think Loki was the third one.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Way to know.
I don't know. Even with season 1 of Loki, I was just like, man,
Yeah, Loki, yeah, I was like, Loki, that was good.
this
Like a good
way-
story,
way too
but,
much
like-
timey-wimey shit.
This is going to have some way timey-wimey
I
stuff,
know.
man.
And hopefully, they'll recast Jonathan Majors.
Well, again, nothing's been confirmed or anything like that, so...
Let
who
me tell
knows?
you.
Yeah, tell me, Tommy. Let me tell you, Hulk.
Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now, who they should recast him with? The dude from. I know you didn't watch it, but the dude who's in the new Haunted Mansion. That dude is good.
I know who you're talking about, that actor.
Yeah. He's real fucking good.
But is he, like, as physically as imposing as Jonathan Majors?
Kang was never physically imposing. I don't know why everyone thinks Kang was fucking physically imposing. He wasn't. He's a fucking time pussy. Name of the episode right there.
There's been a lot of good names.
Time pussy.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god. I fucking hate Kang. I
remember you saying
as soon as they introduced Kang.
Yeah, Loki season 1. I'm sorry, you were right.
Thank you. You're welcome. Just thanked and welcomed yourself the fuck. Another episode title. Thank you, and you're welcome. No, Time Pussy is
up there.
That's the episode name right there.
Yeah, I mean Loki's fine. Whatever. I don't know what to tell you right now.
I'm like cool. Glad Tom Hiddleston's getting work.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. The Marvel output.
I also cannot stand Owen Wilson. Wow.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah,
I feel like we're in a spot with the MCU where it's just like, all right, here's the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird because I don't remember. I think since everything ramped up, and this is obviously people have come to this conclusion for years already. When things were ramping up for Endgame, and then you kind of just like get blue-balled after that, you're like, oh, now what? And then everybody's like,
Endgame was what? Far From Home?
Well, yes, but there was a slow decline because everything started getting a little more, Black Widow, Eternals, like everything was not as
that was a lot
conjoined as it was from Endgame.
I kind of feel like that was a lot of I fucking hate using the pandemic phrase, but
no, you're right.
I think that a lot of it. The pandemic had a huge part of that,
right?
Because Black Widow was only released on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And then what? Shang-Chi was
in theaters.
Was the first MCU back in theaters?
Yes. Was it or Eternals?
No, it was Shang-Chi.
I literally just had the fucking MCU 4 open. You're right. Shang-Chi.
Yeah, because my first movie going back to the theaters was Eternals.
Right.
You and I went to go see it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. It just is like a weird.
It's in a weird spot. We will never see an Eternals sequel.
You don't think?
No, they don't want the Eternals. They saw how miserably that failed. Like
Did it fail that miserably?
You want to talk about MCU's first flop? Eternals was MCU's first flop. Even though everyone's saying Marvel's is going to be MCU's first flop, but
I need to now look up your reactions to Eternals.
But that's
you're like, I love that movie. That was great.
I
know you would never say Eternals were great.
I still like it. Like right. I'm still eventually. This is just a lot of shit. Like I really want to do.
There's a lot going on.
I really want to finish the timeline order.
Right,
but it's a lot. Because they put the full.
And now
season.
you gotta watch all these episodes of Loki out of order. You gotta this scene takes place in the past. I gotta watch it then, and then
I put however Disney Plus has it.
Oh, all right.
I'm
not a true fan then. I don't want to tell you, son. Oh, here we go. He gets the bottle and
yeah. Fucking throw it at your ass.
So Loki's fine. What else we got?
You and I, we watched Reptile.
We did, yeah. So Reptile's a movie on Netflix, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix. It stars
Justin Timberlake, Benicio del Toro, and Alicia Silverstone.
Yes. This is a cop drama.
It's a mystery thriller.
But yes, but he's a detective who is investigating a murder.
Usually what cop dramas are.
And they might not be.
9
Could be like
times.
A heist or something. Could be
9
like
10 times.
9 out of 10 times? Maybe like 7 out of 10. Oh, here he goes again.
Premature. I'm not holding it the right way.
But you're holding it very menacingly.
Because you deserve it.
Okay. Fine. That's not fair. I'll just say that. Reptile is a...
I don't understand the title.
And neither do I, actually, thinking about it. Like, it's not like they...
the only thing that... only thing I thought of...
Slippery like a reptile?
Spoiler alert. Big
it was
spoiler.
a snake skin.
That's what I'm thinking. Is because they considered her a snake? The girlfriend?
So, this movie is very confusing. Especially... It's very well done. I'll tell you that much. The acting that is done in this movie is good, right?
Let me tell you.
Benicio del Toro, Justin Timberlake,
Yeah.
all the characters,
Agreed.
all the actors, very good. Very good at what they're doing.
Agreed.
What the story is, I couldn't tell you.
So...
Or the point.
Well...
Spoiler for Reptile.
Showing the corruption of the police department. And...
cops are bad.
And big corporations.
I think you're just getting that in there, but yes, you're right.
Well, no, because Justin Timberlake
Yes, you're right.
was part of a big corporation.
He was part of, like in a small town.
A real
he was
estate.
a big real estate company.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that was laundering money, selling heroin,
Yep.
and through properties that his girlfriend was selling, but was gonna rat him out, so they killed her.
Yep.
And then there's another
Do you think
security company
that was going to be ran by a bunch of ex-cops?
Yes,
And
the cops were getting
and that
in
bald,
on it.
and that bald prick.
The bald guy, yeah.
I was so
Michael
glad.
Chiklis guy.
I was so glad things happened to him.
It definitely it gives you like Departed vibes.
Yeah.
But
I thought
definitely not as good as Departed.
I thought Del Toro was going to beat the shit out of the construction worker. The one he thought was sleeping with his wife.
Oh, the way he did that though was awesome though.
Really?
That was very much like.
Do you want to dance with him?
Yeah. You wanna dance with her? Are you fucking my wife? Okay, cool. Why don't you just
Don't let me catch you.
What did he say? So the wife comes up to him and he's like, "Oh, dance with me," and he's like, "Not right now. How about you? You want to dance with her?"
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I'm good." Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll dance with
Yeah.
you. Like that was.
But how you just looked at him deadpan?
Flex.
The deadpan of like, don't let me catch you.
This Benicio del Toro guy, I don't know, man. I think he's going to go places. He's good.
For a while, I didn't like Del Toro because I get him mixed up.
Collector.
I used to get him mixed up with Javier
Benicio
Bardem.
del Toro was the collector. What the fuck? What a fucking I got to sign in for something.
Yeah, but like
he was in fucking 7 scenes.
Dude, the part that like made me laugh out loud with Reptile was just like Reptile. It was like in the beginning. He's looking at a computer so intently, and you think he's finding like a clue of like the murder. And he's looking at faucets.
That was pretty funny.
Yo, that shit made me fucking laugh out loud.
That was pretty funny. Why did you guys watch it?
I just watched it on a whim.
Oh, okay.
Because I was just like, this.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly what we did too.
I was just like, and I've seen Justin Timberlake in shit.
Yeah, no, he's good,
and I think he's a good actor.
He's definitely come a long way. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
From like,
this kid's gonna go long.
He's gonna be in some things.
Yeah. If his wife would just let them name their child Batmo, and then because her last name is Beale.
She kept her name?
Yeah.
Oh. How does that happen if you?
But she won't let him name their kid Batmo.
Oh.
So their kid's name won't be Batmobile.
Jessica Biel, everybody.
Very awesome. Probably one of the shining moments in Blade Trinity.
Jessica Biel?
Yeah.
I feel like a Maxim spread around that time, too. I'm getting flashbacks, too.
Chris is perusing the fucking magazine section in fucking Borders.
That's way before that. Jessica Biel, her big breakout was Seventh Heaven. It was a real churchy sitcom, crapola. And then she had a magazine shoot where she sat on a sink with a wife beater on, nothing underneath. So, turkeys were done, and...
Turkeys were done.
Life-changing for young Sherm, let me tell you. Anyway,
And
that
a
all we've been
lot
up
of
to?
sticky pages.
Pages. The internet existed, my man.
Even though the internet existed for me as
Maps of
well.
Hawaii.
Yeah. The fuck. There's something nostalgic about pages.
Okay, Grandpa. Let's go to the Nickelodeon and watch Betty Boop. The fuck? That's mean, but I understand. I just had to pick on you. I'm sorry.
That's all we have for CatchUp. Dick.
Ready to get into it?
Man, you are slacking on your
I
drinking.
know, my guy. I'm fucking having a good time. Slacking on my drinking. Peer pressure.
Someone's had a rough week.
Trading the Backs. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we can't name it Time Pussy. Those are good titles. We always name the Trading the Backs or Trading the Backs, though.
Parentheses, time pussy.
Ooh, how about, you know how they did Rocky and Bullwinkle? Where it was like, come see next episode, and then such and such. Or, they get 2 titles?
Uh-huh.
Maybe we'll do 2 titles.
There we go.
Alright.
Time pussy has to be in there.
Trading the Backs, Volume 8. We made it, finally. 8 years in, and 8 beautiful editions of Trading the Backs. Obviously not all one per year, but we're gonna go.
Oh my god!
How do we do this?
I just pulled a fucking hernia.
Because it is Rudetober, it's Symbiote Week.
I'll go first.
Oh, right, there we go.
That's what you were leading to.
Well, I mean, no, it is also
Hey,
X-Men. It's also
no!
X-Men 60 Beautiful Years of X-Men. So, I mean, I could go also. Both are topical. So, Tom has King in Black.
Yeah, I do.
And I gave him the omnibus. So, can you...
You really didn't need to buy this.
Can you... No, I 100% did not. But, can you go to the table of contents and just tell me and the nation the stories that you did read?
Well, King in Black proper.
Sure, yes. That was the... Imagine if you're just like, you know what? Nah, I just want to read about Namor.
I was going to.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you read King in Black proper.
Venom 31 through 34, which I believe was in past Trading the Backs.
I don't think so.
Donny
those would have been...
Cates?
No, this was all Donny Cates. Yeah, this was, I think, leading up to the end of Donny Cates' run in Venom.
I read X-Men, of course,
Okay.
because I have to.
Yep.
Honestly, it was probably just King in Black. I meant to do the Immortal Hulks, because I am...
Immortal Hulk sucked.
That sucks, because I heard the Immortal Hulk run was fucking beautiful.
So the thing you gotta realize about tie-ins, which you know, and I'm just explaining to the nation.
Wow.
Tie-ins suck.
Yeah.
Tie-ins are like, let's hit the brakes on whatever run these writers are doing, and let's shoehorn this crap in. Case in point, I'm going to talk about Inferno next episode.
Especially when it's all fucking, like, you know,
symbiote
tied.
stuff?
No, especially when it's a whole, like, universe tied to it.
What are you talking about?
Like, when it's a whole universe.
Yeah, okay, just going to repeat it? I don't understand.
Well, I don't
what you
know.
mean.
You just said you
Help
see...
me explain it as you would a child.
I explain everything to you as I would a child. I have so much
I don't understand
burping.
Ooh. I don't understand what you mean.
So,
I mean, it is
okay.
a whole universe, don't get me wrong.
Alright, calm down. Wow, we claimed he was just gonna fucking put the glass down.
I'm laughing.
Nathan. Yeah,
I had to
you're an
compose
idiot.
myself.
So, like, okay, you've read X-Tinction Agenda.
I have read X-Tinction Agenda, correct.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
So, that whole thing didn't suck. The art in some of them sucked because Jay Lee is garbage.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
drew X Factor.
Yes.
Okay. But the story itself was really fucking good. Like those 12 issues,
So
4 for each title. No, 3 for each title because there were 4 X titles at that time.
That's not... No. Well, I mean, yes, you might be right, but there's only... There's 3 books. There's 9 books in here.
I'm not... I'm sorry. I meant Executioner's Song.
Oh, okay.
Which was the first and only Drunk Tom on
Yes.
comics.
again, that's a tough proposition.
But like, Executioner Song only dealt with X-Men.
Yes.
All right, so it was in their little bubble, so it was good.
Right.
You have King in Black,
right,
where it's encompassing the whole Marvel universe.
Well, yes.
So I feel like it's a little hard. So like you said, you have like I said, Immortal Hulk, supposed to be one of the best runs that ever happened.
Right. Not a good tie-in.
Not a good tie-in because, the writer Al Ewing was just like, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like their hearts weren't in it.
And that is the case for a lot of tie-ins.
Yeah, especially when it's a big universe tie-in.
I will, like I said, talk about the Spider-Man run of Inferno. I read that for Rudetober. I'll talk about that next episode. But it is definitely half-hearted. Like, there is some world-changing stuff, air quotes, that happened in Spider-Man. But I think that's, again, just kind of the point.
Right,
Onslaught, another big one that when I started reading comics, that's what I got into. And, like, a lot of those things were just kind of like, oh, shit, I guess Spider-Man has to fight a Sentinel for 2 issues, and... like just stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, fine.
So,
what was he doing before that? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Sentinels are here.
I'm only going to be talking about the King in Black.
Okay.
Proper.
Okay. And I mean, if you do want to touch on the others, anything you read in that.
Honestly, I think King in Black proper kind of like sums up the whole feel of every other book.
Yeah.
So, it started, oh, fuck, I gotta pick this thing up again.
I'm sorry, Todd.
No, you're not. This is fucking revenge for everything that I've ever done to you.
I mean, you give me
with trading the bags.
Chris Claremont, fucking Fatal Attractions.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That was good.
If you like to read.
I know you don't. Relax.
Yes, I don't.
So King in Black, I love the fact that Eddie is working with the Avengers in this.
Yes.
I really liked it, and they're turning to him for leadership.
Well, if you recall, I mean, the whole Donny Cates run of Venom has been
bringing Venom back as a hero.
Well, yeah, but it has been leading up to this point right here with Null coming.
Yeah.
And if you remember Absolute Carnage, that was basically the last tentpole Venom story until King in Black. So it was basically
got a tentpole for you.
It was like it was basically like, okay, heroes of Earth,
right?
Null's coming, and I'm the best one to deal with this. So hang tight. And so we're picking it up right at that point.
What I really like about this is they really didn't try to shoehorn Spider-Man into, being the hero.
No.
Being the one.
This is a Venom book.
Which is
a Venom event.
Which is what I really dug about this, is I love Peter. I really do. He's your boy's boy.
Yeah.
But the fact that they didn't shoehorn him in to the point where you're like
he's maybe in a handful of
panels.
Points.
And he has,
his tie-in isn't good.
He has his snarky remarks.
Of course, because that's how everybody writes Spider-Man.
Right. But I also do like the fact
Todd McFarlane.
He is also so at the end of number 1, I believe,
King in Black 1. Yes.
Eddie gets killed.
Yes.
So but Spider-Man is like, no, I told your dad I would protect you.
Yes.
Which I really... I did.
That's obviously another big part of Donny Cates' run. Eddie has a son.
And they put him in the thing from the J. Michael Straczynski run. Like the...
the shelter?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's where Cindy was in.
In Ezekiel, right?
Ezekiel, yep.
Donny Cates
Namor's
is
such a
definitely
cunt.
A good writer. Namor is a cunt.
He's such a cunt in this.
That is probably if you...
And he really bugs me. Because it's like...
Namor for you.
And it's it's almost Namor. It's I would almost rather deal with Doom.
Mr. Steal Your Girl. Yeah.
I'd rather deal with Doom.
Doom would be way more civil. But Namor's just a dick.
He really is. And
Namor's a dick.
I just sit there, I was like, Namor, you're not helping the situation. Go away. And, like, you could tell, like, because I think there's one point where Namor and Black Panther are in the same room together.
Right. Always a great time.
And you could tell, like, Black Panther just wants to rip his fucking throat out.
Sure. I mean, they've been at odds for many years. Many a time.
I love the fact that Storm is a huge part in this, too. Because of her, you know, control of the weathers.
Yep.
And all I gotta say is, fuck Xavier.
Well, yeah.
Being like, oh, I've already lost too many of my own. Dude. And Magneto, shut the fuck up.
But I mean...
Because you really fucking think Null's just gonna stop with the human race?
Well, isn't that really just the Krakoa era? You know what I mean? Like, of just like, yeah, we're done. We're watching our own right now. Like,
yeah, but like Storm and Wolverine were like, nah, dude, we're going to help them.
Well, yeah, because
like,
they're the heroes. They're the heroes.
And even Cyclops was there to really help. But I'm sure if fucking Xavier told him to pull back, he'd be a little puss boy and pull back.
Yeah, Cyclops for it.
Yeah. Dude, when the Celestials showed up, I was like, what?
Yeah, so Null, I guess, has been killing Celestials this entire run from the Clintar planet, which is just prison, where Null was.
Yeah.
And has just been amassing an army of symbiote dragons and dead Celestials, or now, I guess, possessed Celestials. Yeah, and it just comes and wants to wreak havoc. It basically covers up, encompasses, one would say, the Earth.
Yeah.
Like a big
symbiote.
Sphere. Yeah, a big symbiote, yes, perfect.
So then they call in their big gun.
Well, they call in several big guns. Who's the first one?
Sentry.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, no, you don't stand a fucking chance. And Null just ripped them in half.
Right.
And I was like...
Which is evocative, I think, when Sentry did that to... Sorry, you were going to say?
I believe he did that to Carnage?
He did do that to Carnage, but, like, the way they showed that was... I think it was in Dark Reign. Sentry killed somebody, I don't fucking remember. But they did it the same exact way. Like, that panel is almost like...
shot for shot.
Yeah, shot for shot. Yeah, exactly. So you take Sentry right out of the equation.
And then what? Nolan adjusted the Void?
I think so.
Yeah. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, I think he took the Void. That was what powered up Sentry. Sentry does come... did you read the Rise of the Valkyries tie-in? Probably not.
I didn't get to that, no, yeah.
That story continues in that range. That's a good
Well, I do know
one.
they're coming out with a comic called The Sentries, where several people get the power of the Sentry.
Oh, okay.
So...
But yeah, no, that's a good story. Not like required reading, but like it's a good story. It's a good tie-in. I'll just put it.
Their next big gun. I mean, Storm's more or less their big gun. Like
Storm's a pretty big gun
throughout this whole thing.
Right.
You know, Thor is their next big gun.
Sure.
That they call in
Per usual.
And Thor, to his credit, he fucking really handles his own against this fucking beast.
Yes.
Some of these designs, though, of, like, the nullified heroes.
Yeah, it's a little...
Well, Storm did become a null.
Yeah.
I didn't think she did.
Because, again, how do you get people off the team? Turn them evil.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm surprised they didn't fuck with Cap's shield. Like, they didn't make his shield all spiky and, like...
Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean,
like
I'm sure some artist did in some time, you know?
Well, I know in Infinity War they did.
Yes. When they had the his doppelganger?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, just fucking heartbreaking. Like, when fucking Eddie goes flatline, I was like, what?
Yeah.
They smoked him, huh?
Yeah.
And he has a cunt Namor. Sorry. He's just...
You don't have to apologize for Namor.
He's just such a dick in this. And, like, he could be such a great hero. He really can be.
Yeah, but that's the point. He's a prick.
But, like...
He's a prick. Like, that's like his
He's
whole
not,
character.
though. That's the thing, though. Like...
Maybe not to the Atlanteans. No.
No, but like, he has this whole, like, backstory where he has PTSD from like fighting in World War II, and it's just like, dude,
you could do that for Captain America. Like, I'm
but
sure
like,
Namor was like, whatever, got to kill.
He was like, he was like walking around. I think he was walking around like Coney Island or something.
Okay,
and he heard like, someone at the games of Coney Island popping.
Yeah, this sounds familiar. Yeah.
And then he also fire really fucked him up because smelling like the burning flesh of people fucked him up, and it's like writers have so much potential with Namor,
right?
But they just want to write him as such a cunt
Because he is.
he doesn't have to be.
Tom, you're right, but he is.
The actor who plays him is a cunt.
Well, allegedly.
Then they get the vampires involved. Dracula's involved.
That's always a good time when the writers realize, oh right, there's like vampires we can have access to.
I loved when Kingpin, as the mayor, just goes into the bar with no name. Which one do you want to make money?
There's Thunderbolts tie-in, right, in this?
Oh, fuck.
Never mind.
Don't
you
make me
have
go
to.
back. Don't make me lift this beast
No,
up
you don't.
again.
No. I'm thinking of Devil's Reign. I'm sorry. Continue. Because Devil's Reign happens right after this. Well, not right
Devil's
after,
Reign?
but that's the Daredevil tie-in, which is also probably something
No,
I
that's
didn't give
happened
you.
after this.
It does happen after that, yes.
Devil's Reign does not happen after
Yes,
this.
it does. Not directly, but that's the next big thing. Yes, it does.
Devil's Reign happens before this.
Go ahead, continue.
Wilson is not the mayor in Devil's Reign.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Dude, I read it. Did you talking about Shadowland?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I just had to walk back your thought process to get to where you are. Okay.
No, I apologize.
All good.
I apologize, you fuck.
All good. All good. All good.
I think fucking Tony just possesses one of the fucking Null Dragons, which a very Tony thing to do.
I like the fact that Donny Cates does. I mean, I'm going to put it this way. I can't really stand by the validity of this statement, but I like the fact that even the little information I know of Iron Man and of other things that are going to happen around here, Donny Cates seems to know.
Yeah.
Like having him combining his extremis with the symbiote to control the dragon. And that's okay. That's cool.
Yep. No, that was pretty cool.
Why not? I mean, has he done that before?
All right, there, Tim the Toolman Allen.
Tim Toolman Allen. Taylor.
Whatever. Same asshole. Fucking Dylan. Dylan just fucking blows up a symbiote all over Mr. Fantastic.
The real Mr. Fantastic, right? The Maker's not in this.
No.
Okay.
No, he was in Absolute Carnage.
Yes.
And just how, Mr. Fantastic is like, oh, I can exploit this child, can't I?
Yes. Science. Wait a minute.
No, it's for science. It's for science, I swear.
There's a bit,
Norm Macdonald.
Segue.
Oh,
no. Okay. The Venture Brothers. Their Fantastic Four parallel, The Impossibles.
Uh-huh.
And Mr. Impossible, voiced by Stephen Colbert, very much a Mr. Fantastic,
right, yeah.
They're all taken to the extremes, right? So his wife Sally is like, Richard, what's more important than family? And then he just goes, science? Is that the right answer?
In that Colbert.
That's the only thing he knows?
Right,
No, that is Mr. Fantastic. That's one of my favorite riffs in the Venture Brothers and Marvel stuff. Sorry.
So I'm sorry, King in Black 3 is where Thor actually really comes in.
Okay.
But, Captain America's Nullified is about to attack and, rip out Dylan's throat.
Okay.
Dylan looks badass, holding the fucking shield and,
nice little moment. Yeah.
wiping the floor with Nullified Captain America.
Right.
And then Captain America's like, what the fuck just happened?
So did he scream the symbiote off him or something?
I don't know, they just show
his
him blood.
powers. Yeah, he
They
did
just show him
something
blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
To basically free Captain America.
Yep.
Okay.
I love this look of Thor. Like
The chainmail? Oh no, that one. Yeah.
that's probably my favorite look of Thor. So Noel and Thor just have a knockout, drag out fight, which is awesome.
Like that's kind of the stuff I think Donny Cates, when he was like pitching this, he was just like, well, I just want fucking like heavy metal, just fucking beating the shit out of people, like just fucking drag out fights.
I love the sword that Noel has.
That's not the Necro sword, but that's like that's like evocative of that. Yeah.
It's not the Necro sword, but and then Iron Man shows up with his fucking drag, which I really wish he would have kept his dragon. Which would have been great for him to, like, have for, like, you know, when that company, in the current X-Men run, Orchis, decided to use his designs to make fucking Sentinels.
I mean, who knows? Maybe someone will pull that out, you know?
And then Silver Surfer shows up.
So Silver Surfer, so from what I understand, the miniseries Silver Surfer Black...
Yeah, I was going to say.
...was the first instance of Null. Mm-hmm. Which I think also was Donny Cates.
Yeah, I think
Donny Cates wrote that, and then he did Thor, and then he moved on to Venom, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, Silver Surfer Black, I want to pick that up, because it is like a little bit of a miniseries. It's the art I've noticed, I've seen is just very bonkers, very like surreal.
Yeah.
Which I'm probably not using that art phrase right.
Whatever. So King of Black 4 looks like it deals with a lot of X-Men.
Right.
So, like, you have... Noel's trying to, like, get control of Dylan.
Right, yes. So the whole point is Dylan is, like, the last codex.
Right.
That he needs to assume full control
even
over
symbiotes. Even though he's never had a symbiote, but he was born of a symbiote.
Yes.
So...
Yes.
I saw your face, and I was getting there.
I didn't know at what point that was revealed, so I'm sorry.
In Absolute Carnage.
Okay. I forget. They kind of blurred.
And then, like, Dylan's like, no, man, you killed my dad. Fuck you. Like,
he starts using his powers.
Like, I'm not even entertaining your thought. And then, like, Dylan's starting to hear a voice in his head, and it's motherfucking Jean Grey. Like... And then you have fucking Doctor Strange showing up at... I guess it's Doctor Strange from Avengers...
Oh, no, that is, if you read the Black Cat tie-in, which I thought was good.
Again, I'm going to probably reborrow this from you so I can actually...
You can keep hanging on to it. I'm not in no rush to get it back.
I'm in no rush to keep lifting weights, dude, okay?
Fair.
Oh, when, you know, the times that you go upstairs for however long, I'll fucking just leave it down in the studio and I'll pick it up. You know, fucking...
But yeah, that gets explained in Black Hat.
Yeah, Reed Richards taking his sweet ass time trying to figure things out, and Sue being like,
Richard for you.
Dude, I can't hold these motherfuckers back.
Sue doing all the goddamn work.
Of course.
That's Taylor's oldest.
Because I think fucking, at this point, Thing and Johnny are still nullified.
There's a Fantastic Four tie-in,
Oh,
I think. Don't read
boy.
that. That is lame.
Ugh, Namor. You're a cunt.
Because, like, Johnny's, like, in love with, like, a bird woman, and they, like, imprinted on each other, but the bird woman...
That's right.
Goes bad. Either the bird woman goes bad, or Johnny goes bad.
Deathbird?
No, it wasn't Deathbird. It was, like, another alien they just invented, you know? Like...
He loves banging his aliens.
He loves to bang.
He really does. And then Jean Grey just shows up, and Noel's like, I don't know what to do with this. Like, essentially, like... Which I dig, but, like, eventually he forces her out.
Right.
And then, of course, you get the classic... Jean! By Cyclops.
Had to get that bit in.
Of course, you had to. Jean is able to, like, shoot a hole in the symbiote enough for Silver Surfer to get in.
In the around the Earth, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So now Silver Surfer's on the playing field.
Right, but so is Captain Universe now.
Yes.
And he goes into Eddie.
Right, so... explain... There is a scene, I think I think it was in Donny Cates' Storeroom, which is basically the origin of the Necro Sword.
Okay.
Where there was, I mean, it was just like Gore found it. It was like a two celestial beings locked in combat. One had a sword, so he took that sword. The other being was another god.
Right.
So Reed hypothesizes that if Null is the god of darkness, then there has to be a god of light,
which is Captain Universe.
Right, which is the Enigma Force.
Right.
And I think that was such a cool reveal.
Yeah.
Because for, I guess, the longest time, people were like, that it's called the Enigma Force. Like, nobody knows where the fuck it came from, but it powers people up. So whenever it comes, whenever they need it, just like Jesus, just whoever needs it,
Jesus,
shows up and powers you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like that scene where he's just like, I solved it. It's the Enigma Force, you know, and I think that is really cool. That Eddie, because it needed to be him.
I'm so glad it was again
Captain Universe, where he gets the power.
Again, I'm glad it was him and not Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, no. Again, this is a Venom book.
Yeah,
like, this is like I said, Peter's in like a handful of. He's doing Spider-Man stuff. Like whatever.
The heroes are united. Ugh, excuse me.
Boring. Heroes are united.
Venom is walking around with the fucking Mjolnir,
right?
And fucking Silver Surfer's board as a sword now,
right? And
then he combines them to make a fucking battle axe.
Yeah. Dope.
Because and then at the end, like Thor's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, right. Like he's like, I didn't know you could do that. The fuck.
And Venom just beats the fuck out of fucking Null, which I loved every fucking minute to watch.
It's very good. It's very...
Null is one of those most unredeemable characters.
He is evil.
Yeah, he's evil incarnate.
Yes.
Fucking drags him into the sun and drops him there.
I mean, what better way to kill him?
Like, you fucking live here now.
You live here now.
And then the fucking vampires turn on Blade, and Blade's like, well, okay, cool, game on now.
I'm trying to, because I know Dark Ages has, has a Blade and vampire.
So after everything goes down,
yes, okay,
fucking Blade. Yep. Blade's like, yeah, no, now I kill you,
right? And then also the sun comes out.
Yeah, yep.
Pretty good.
Eddie cures Dylan of, I guess,
Codex.
The last bit of Null.
Right.
Venom becomes the new King in Black.
Right, because somebody has to...
With the badass wings.
Yep.
And I guess I've heard that Dylan now has the symbiote.
I don't know about now, like now, but like that was the next
what about
arc.
Is now, or...
No, I mean, I don't know about
it's like
now.
some space bullshit.
I don't know about now.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, no. I'd say King in Black, very cool, very entertaining.
Right.
You did not need to get the omnibus.
Well, I mean, you know me. I need to be...
I know.
I'm a completionist. Thank you.
Yes.
But what other... I mean, you read the other stories, too, right?
Yeah, I mean...
the Venom... I wouldn't call them tie-ins, because it's a Venom book. The Venom issues...
The Venom one, I feel like I've read
like
that.
Limbo or something like that. Right.
Deadpool was just lame.
Well, did you read Deadpool?
A bit, and then I was like, enough.
Yeah, Deadpool was the definition of
like I said, I think I just
we have to do a tie-in.
Like I think I just read the X-Men stuff, which was cool.
Okay.
I mean, anything X-Men and name.
Let me see this real quick.
Oh, you vamp while I go piss.
All right, well, shit, I gotta pee too.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I was literally I'm gonna pause this because I was gonna talk to you.
Oh.
All right, we're back. I was dying.
Oh my god.
Tie-ins. Let's just go down the line. Wiccan and Hulkling, no, you don't need to read that. Guardians of the Galaxy, no. Ghost Rider was cool. You like Ghost Rider.
Yeah, if it doesn't involve Danny Ketch, I don't like him.
No, it has a bunch of the Ghost Riders who are in it.
Yeah.
Alright, fine, whatever. Black Knight, I don't remember. I think it's... Oh, yeah, nah, don't read that.
He's coming to Marvel Snap.
The Union, no, don't read that. Spider-Woman, no. Daredevil, it's Chip, it's Daredevil. I would give it a read. Black Cat, yes, read that. That was good. Fantastic Four, don't read that. Dan Slott's writing Fantastic Four at that point? Okay. I think the Miles Morales one was good, but I don't think the Spider-Man one was good. I mean, they're both Spider-Man. The Marauders. The Marauders.
That's the X-Men one.
What are we doing here? Are you recording me?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have to hit watch again. I don't know what's going on here. Tom's doing we're doing a little sidebar video right now.
Little sidebar
Video. Uh-huh. Oh, I think I've seen... Didn't they send something like this, similar deal?
Maybe.
That's a kid in a wheelchair. Yep, there he is. I got it.
I got it.
The Immortal Hulk and the Iron Man Doctor Doom ones you don't have to read. Deadpool do not read. Savage Avengers...
You know what? That's a book I want to get the collection of, because I heard it was fun.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, that's what?
That's fine.
Fun?
Yeah, clean. The Planet of the Symbiotes is fine. Scream was fine. Cap. I don't remember. So that tells you what that is. Wasn't there a bunch of Namor stuff in here too? Oh yeah, there's a second page.
Oh yeah.
Return of the Valkyries was a good read.
You were saying that.
It's not like, oh, there is a Thunderbolts in here. Shit. Oh my god, I don't remember any of these. Namor don't read. Symbiote Spider-Man, not necessary, but like, sure, if you wanna. Black Panther, not really. Sword, not really. Gwenom versus Carnage, I would maybe give that a read. Out of all the Spider-Man ancillary ones, I would read Gwenom vs. Carnage. I would read that, and then Miles Morales, and then Spider-Man. Did you realize that the Gwenom isn't necessarily a symbiote? It's just her suit. It's her suit acting that way. Which is not like... It's not like, oh my god, there's alien ooze on me, and I'm turning into a thing. It's her suit.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, I think, honestly, the next Spider-Man heavy fucking graphic novel that you'll probably let me borrow will probably be Dark Reign.
Dark Web?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
gotta
I
read
meant.
that. There's lots to read right now.
read that?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I bought it.
You didn't buy it?
Yes, I did. Dude, we went to fucking Grasshoppers last. I bought Batman 89. I bought Dark
Oh,
Web.
I
bought
bought
Pox
you-
and Pox.
Didn't I get you Dark Web for Christmas?
No, you didn't. What are you talking about? Are you on drugs?
You may have 2 copies of Dark Web, guy.
No, I don't. I know it. Dude, Dark Web came out this year. Oh, God. This is like Devil's Reign and... you got me... Didn't you get me issues of Devil's Reign?
Yes.
Oh my god. You think Dark Web is Devil's Reign, you think Devil's Reign is Shadowland.
It's all the same.
It's all the same bullshit. It's all fantasy made
It's all
up.
fucking comics!
Speaking of comics, so Tom, you let me borrow. You actually gave me a bunch of X-Men books. You gave me...
I did.
You gave me Fall of the Mutants. You gave me Inferno. The proper story, not that fucking thing I have on my fucking table right there. And then you gave me, for this, Trading the Backs.
Yes.
You gave me, well, I am reading Extinction Agenda and Mutant Genesis 2.0.
Yes.
The 2.0 means that this is a recolored edition of X-Men 1 through 7.
Okay.
Which
Still
we'll get to
fucking
that.
good.
No, it's good. Well, we'll get to it.
I envision a beer bottle getting broken over your head in the near future. Nope, you're an idiot.
It still works. So I want to tell you this, though, Tom. I do appreciate you giving me these books in this order. So, from reading Fall of the Mutants, and then which led into Inferno, I have an understanding of where the X-Men are.
Right.
You know what I mean? There are still parts where I'm like, oh, something pivotal happened that I missed, but whatever. This is almost like just big chapter books.
Right.
And then there's like something in the footnotes where Storm's a child now, I don't know, and Cameron Hodge has a deal with the demons, which probably was an Inferno tie-in, so go figure.
I'm about 100% sure it was.
Well, yeah. It didn't happen in Inferno.
It didn't?
Not the copy you
Not
gave
the
me.
proper.
Not the proper, which was just the main X-Men books.
Right.
But speaking of main X-Men books, so this is a 12-issue... let me phrase that. 12-part storyline.
And it was
spans
what? Uh-huh.
the three main X books at the time, because I think Excalibur was a thing, but this is Uncanny X-Men, this is New Mutants, and this is X Factor.
Right.
Where to begin? So Genosha was introduced prior to this,
yeah,
as an island nation that cut its teeth and made its money off of mutant slaves. But let me
much
ask you
like
this.
America.
Correct. Who's getting there, everybody? Are mutates the term mutate? Does that just mean like mutant slave, or I thought it meant it was someone who just had their mutant gene activated and then became like controllable?
You're correct.
I said two things. Which one?
The second.
The second one. Okay. That's what it... Because... Okay.
Now, I know...
So basically mutants are just mutants with no free will.
Yeah.
And are slaves to the state. There you go.
Yeah. Now, I know in like the animated series they were saying mutates were mutants with their full powers.
Sure. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But... again, to me, it's just a term that I'm like, should this term have more weight? I don't understand. So, but yes, that was it. So Genosha's a thing that already existed, and the X-Men had some adventures there.
Yep.
Needless to say. So we picked this up.
Adventures, sure.
Yeah, adventures, fun times had by all. So this kind of picks up. Again, Storm's a girl, like a child. I don't really know how that happened, and they don't really explain that.
Again, like you said, it happened between
this and Inferno.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I don't know. But also the introduction of Cable, too, because Cable's not in Inferno.
No.
Well, also, they don't know who Cable is yet, which is cool.
Technically, Cable is in Inferno.
You're right. Technically, Cable is in Inferno. You're right. But also, baby
I love the
Nathan is in here, too.
I love the undertone of, you're right, asshole.
No, because that's the funny thing, because I thought... From my interpretation of the events, they found out the baby had the techno-organic virus. Mm-hmm. They threw the baby in the future, and then later, Cable shows up, and like, oh my god, it's the baby all grown up.
God,
I didn't realize that I don't know who's. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't.
I honestly don't think they found out that Cable was child until Executioner saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, almost 30 years later.
30 years?
I could be...
Are you out of your mind?
I'm embellishing.
30? You could be 5.
No,
I'll
hold
give
on.
you 5.
Hold on. You keep going. I'm going to see when X-Tinction came out.
This came out, the original copyright is... Man, they just make these fucking legal things impossible to read, don't they? That's what they want. You would think that... August 2001. That can't be it. Anyway. So Cable took over the New Mutants. And, so right now the name team... Also, Tom, I do have to appreciate these books feature a lot of Forge. And I didn't get a lot of Forge in the animated series. So I don't really appreciate Forge.
Yeah,
I didn't realize how big of a player Forge is. I don't mean player like player. I mean just like, he's important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You would like Forge.
Why do you say it like that?
You're a big nerd.
Yeah, no.
You're a big techno nerd.
Native American, indigenous person, technomancer, basically.
So that came out in 1990.
This came out in 1990. Could have been 30 years.
Oh shit, Chris.
I mean, honestly, Executioner Strike had to have been like 5 years after or something like this.
I'm looking it up, asshole.
Probably sooner.
92.
2 years. Anyway.
Alright, fucking embellished!
The main team you got going on here is... Also, Gambit's been introduced between here and there.
I think this is the Gambit look. I think he's wearing the yellow and blue.
No, he's trench coating it up.
Like while wearing the trench coat.
No.
Oh, okay, because when he was first
yeah,
introduced,
no, I know. Yes,
he was wearing the yellow and blue, and the trench coat.
Yes,
and I think Jean and Storm are hanging out.
Yes,
when Storm's a kiddo.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, they're chilling like villains. This is some like so. This is
that art.
This is Jim Lee.
Is it Jim Lee?
Yeah. He was doing Uncanny X-Men at the time.
The way he drew Cable, though.
Again, so remember this statement. Remember this thought. That's all I'm going to say. So Jim Lee is drawing this stuff. Uncanny X-Men, the first chapter of X-Tinction Agenda. The magistrates, which is like the police force of Genosha,
Nazi douchebags.
Yes. Comes to attack some of the X-Men, New Mutants that are in there. The students, perfect, thank you. In this case, it's Boom Boom, Richter, Warlock, Storm is here, and then there's I don't remember her name. She's like the human liaison.
Val Cooper.
Is it Val Cooper?
Val
Cooper was a white lady.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's. I know who you talk. Charlie. Charlotte. I think Charlotte Jones. I think her name is. Do you have a picture?
Her. Miss Hunter. Her name is Hunter. Her
Charlotte
Hunter.
I think it's Charlotte Hunter. Then.
No.
Shut up.
So anyway, they abduct.
It is Charlotte Hunter because Archangel was dating her for a
Gotcha.
bit, and then she died, much like all of Archangel's girls.
And then they find one of these magistrates has powers. Ooh. Also, yeah, like that's also something that, like, from Inferno to here, which the way Inferno ended, yeah, I get it. What's Havoc been up to? I don't know.
Havoc had a time.
Havoc always has a time.
So
now Forge and Cable, their respective, I would say, leaders of their teams are like,
we got butting fucking heads.
They're not really butting heads, but they're
how Cable was
clashing.
Well, how Cable is just like, you shut the fucking hatch with my team up there. Still,
well, that was Storm. Storm did that. Storm threw Miss Hunter down and like sealed it shut
with her powers.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So then,
right, and Cable was blaming Storm for it.
Yes.
Right, but
Wolfsbane too, also here.
Right, but the thing was, though, like, fucking Storm did the right thing. Otherwise, they would have.
Yeah, but Cable's a hothead, Tom.
Yeah.
Shoot first, ask questions.
So yeah,
later.
I felt really bad for Wolfsbane at this point, where they just have them completely naked, and like Wolfsbane's
she's like always naked though, isn't she? Not always, but when she's in wolf form, right? Unstable molecules. We find out that Cameron Hodge is the ringleader of this whole shenanigans. So Cameron Hodge was the original.
He was the spokesman for X Factor.
I read up on him. He was like, he was
a
Warren
PR guy.
Worthington's college roommate or something like that. Immediately hated him. So cool, good friend to have. So it was like, I need to exploit him always. Don't you say a word.
Much like our friendship.
Wah, wah.
Don't you say a word.
So Cameron Hodge apparently had. He does suck. He
sucks
at some point made a deal with some demons, presumably in an Inferno time.
I think it was the demon, whatever.
Nastier,
yeah,
the main guy. But then Archangel decapitated him. So now he is just a head on a big robot body. And what he's going to do is he has some mutants captive, Warlock, Storm, Wolfsbane, Boom Boom, and Richter.
Really feel bad for fucking Wolfsbane, man. Like, that poor girl.
The alibi is that Genosha, which is become a little more militant, probably because of Cameron Hodge's machinations, is getting these mutants to stand trial for the events that took place previous in Genosha. Right? Because I guess they saved a mutate or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
So now they got to figure out what the fuck's going on. So this is... Okay, so Tom, this is my point to you. So,
here we go. Was this the picture you sent me?
Storm's a child. No, we're not there yet. Storm's a child. Storm has history with Gambit, right? I guess in the Thieves Guild or some shit. You know?
Right, they were both thieves. Okay. You want to make it dirty?
Well, because they keep saying, like, oh, man, like, we gotta make sure Gambit's okay, because they're partners. And, like, I can get that, like, you want to use partners in, like, the very general platonic sense. Okay? Put a pin in that.
This fucking guy wants to make everything dirty.
Cameron Hodge wants to absorb the powers of Warlock to gain access to the techno-organic virus. It's different. It's not the techno-organic virus.
It's the phalanx.
It is the phalanx.
It's the
yes.
phalanx.
So he can shapeshift, like how Warlock does. I'm just gonna call them the kids. The kids try to make a break for it. They escape, but Warlock dies. Air quotes, but we'll say. And now, right now, the X-Men and the X Factor, which is still the original 5, they're going to try to go save the kids.
That actually all comes back.
Here we go with this fucking art. This isn't actually as bad as the scenes I showed you, but Christ almighty. Yikaroo. This is, do we have credits on the book? I have to go in the titles. Here we go. John Bogdanvon. He sucks. I don't like him. For every Mark Bagley and for every Eric Larson, there's always going to be a Sal Buscema. And a later day, John Romita Jr.
And and Rob Liefeld.
This is gross. This is just gross.
Is that who's drawing New Mutants?
No, this is X Factor. No, Liefeld's drawing New Mutants.
Oof.
Lee's drawing Uncanny X-Men.
So Rob Liefeld, to this day, says that he draws a better Wolverine than Jim Lee.
And he's salty about it, too.
He is so... And it's like, dude, you don't. Like, I hate to break it to you. Like, and I don't get why he's so salty about it. It's like, Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane took you with them.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're nothing. You're trash.
No, I mean, listen, he came up in a 90s era with Cable and Deadpool and big swords and guns and muscles and pouches and no feet, you know, like, so, like, yeah, of course that would get a thing, especially coming off, like, the nice, clean look of, you know, John Romita Sr. and who was drawing X-Men at the time before Lee?
Adams, Arthur Adams.
Yeah.
Wow, I pulled
nice, clean, and not.
I pulled
edgy.
that one so out of my ass.
No, he does it.
And even I gotta look up the dude who used to draw Wolverine was really good.
Lee Wen.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Big reveal. Havoc is part of a magistrate. Everybody doesn't know why. He was probably mind controlled. Is this the first time? I guess it must be the first time that Cyclops and Havoc fight with powers, and they realize that. I guess they realize not only does it not hurt them,
Roman wrestling.
Not only does it not hurt them, but it like strengthens them. You know, like they gain powers from each other's powers, which is like mutant docking. You know, it's crazy. So we find that out, and then the X-Men, they still keep, like, we gotta rescue the kids. And then, like, part of them get captured, part of them get rescued, part of them get captured again and again and again and again. It's very seesaw-y, this story.
Doesn't Jubilee work with Boom Boom and Richter?
She does, yes.
Which
so
I
did. Now, we're back to X-Men.
Now that's Jim Lee, right?
Oh, yeah, no, we're back, baby.
Like,
Jubilee, Wolverine,
just
Psylocke.
the way Jim Lee drew Cable at that point did not look good.
Put a pin in that. This is so now Wolverine, Jubilee, and Psylocke, they're like going undercover in Genosha to try to rescue the kids. And they do, because at that point the kids all kind of realize, oh, we have to try to get the fuck out of here. So Boom Boom and Richter go their ways. Wolfsbane tries to go rescue Warlock, she gets captured. Storm tries to go back for everybody else, she gets captured. Yes. There's still a lot of like political strife going on with Genosha, because the magistrates are like, man, this is really not our style. And I think Cameron Hodge wants to kill all mutants. which he does.
I think he wants to commit genocide.
Maybe this human head on a giant robot body was to do a bad thing.
But no, hold on. Wasn't he just... Well, hold on. Every time Cameron Hodge showed up on TV, wasn't he wearing a suit?
No, it was
like a cardboard cutout.
It was like a cardboard cutout. Yeah, it was like a thing you go to fucking
right,
round
but that's how the people of Genosha saw him.
They saw him like this. Hang on a second. Like this?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? This is like goggles ripped. He couldn't even fix the one lens.
Genosha's kind of dumb.
I mean, clearly. Right.
Like, the president was just like, no, Cameron Hodge is okay.
The president, I swear to God.
She's such a dumbass.
Every artist draws it like this. It looks like this woman, and then it looks like this fucking pug-faced mutant man. Like, that is the same person as that. What the fuck? But again, at least there's some sort of consistency. Like, they're both ugly. Havoc is still having, like, a whole thing where you're just like...
Identity crisis.
An identity crisis,
yeah.
which is what Havoc does.
Havoc,
and now the big reveal is that Storm is mutate.
He gets shit on in the comics, and he's getting shit on in Marvel Snap.
Hey, Tom, you want a fun fact? Remember our top 10
Havoc.
we just did?
Uh-huh.
I love Havoc too. Our top 10 we just did of scariest mutants, and we were talking about how Dark Beast went from Age of Apocalypse, went back in time. Well, not went back in time, but was transported through dimensions.
Realities,
perfect. And landed in the past. So he was the one who already had Sinister's information and knowledge. Created the Morlocks. Mm-hmm. And then, therefore, that set off the events of Mutant Massacre because Sinister was like, what the fuck? I didn't do this. Fucking kill him. You know what I mean?
Fucking kill him. Fucking get rid of him.
You know how the Gene Engineer got the information?
Sugar Man.
Sugar Man also fell back in time. And him and the Gene Engineer worked together to create the mutates.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
Timey-wimey bullshit. Retcons on retcons on retcons.
Ugh, New Mutants.
That's terrible.
That's a terrible beast.
That's terrible beasts. Psylocke and Wolverine get captured. Again, it's like every issue, here's 5 of them get captured. You know,
that's actually a good Jubilee right there. That's not terrible.
What is this? What is that?
She's running.
How many fingers does she have? 5. So yeah, Jubilee, Richter, and Boom Boom were trying to do their thing, which doesn't go anywhere for another couple issues, I'm sorry. Then they realize they have to kind of split the team up because they're not doing a good job. Like, this isn't like a one issue, one and done. Like, they try to do a siege and they fail, and they try to split up and some of them get captured.
They could
Wolfsbane ends up getting mutated.
They could just send fucking Cannonball in there and just fucking destroy the place.
Well, clearly not, because, again, I guess just politically they can't just do that. I don't know what to tell you. But now Wolfsbane has
the magistrates didn't give a shit about being politically correct when they
they
attacked American soil.
They thought they were doing the right thing. Oh, here's this issue right here.
Is this the one you sent me a picture of?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, this is pretty bad. John Bagadone.
This dude sucks. Fucking John Bagadicks.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So basically, like, more and more X-Men are getting captured. Alright, who's captured? Alright, Warlock's dead. Wolfsbane and Storm are mutates. Who's captured? Gambit, Psylocke, Sunspot, Wolverine, Marvel Girl, Cable, and Forge. Boom Boom, Richter, and Jubilee are missing. And Cyclops, Cannibal, Beast, Banshee, Iceman, and that's it.
You know who you
are actively trying to get to get the kids.
You know who you want
to free everybody.
You know who you want on a stealth mission?
Who's that?
Banshee.
Fair. By one power.
You want of anyone you want, it's Banshee.
I gotta tell you. I mean, not really. I don't think they're going into stealth.
There it is. There's the picture.
Dude, it's fucking terrible.
It's
gross.
So bad,
hard, man.
So bad.
So then, like, they capture everybody. Cameron Hodge knows all the dirty details on the X-Men because he was working so closely with X Factor. So he knows everybody's secrets. So he's just like,
he knows Jean is hot for that Canadian cock.
Yeah, so he's like, everybody gets their own cell except Jean gets thrown in with Wolverine. Also, everybody's powers are shut off.
So Wolverine should kind of be dead by now.
Yeah, but I mean, Wolverine's fucking...
He's Wolverine.
Wolverine cells, baby. You can't kill him off yet.
No, but his death cells as well.
Yeah. So they throw Jean in the same cell with Wolverine. They start dry humping. Cameron Hodge is
Jim
like
Cornette.
drooling like a creepy cuck, and he says he's like, I got Wolverine has long harbored a passion for the woman, and
shit!
And though she is presently committed to X Factor's leader Cyclops, she has always found him, shall we say, attractive. Were she to betray Cyclops out of love for Wolverine, or even out of pity, that will destroy Cyclops more effectively than any weapon I could devise. Oh my God. That's so stupid! But again, it's some villain shit where you're like, I could destroy them better mentally and emotionally.
It's the shit that fucking Baron Zemo tried to do in Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, fair.
Go back a couple of pages.
Yeah,
one more. Fucking when Havoc is like pointing guns at Cyclops.
What sort of body is this? I don't understand this body. Like, what is this? Are these the pecs? Are this the chest and that's the abs? It's disgusting. Anyway,
it's pick abs.
The rest of the mutants get in to try to save everybody. Guess what? They fail and get captured. Waka waka.
Such a great shot.
So now they go on trial, which again is just a big PR stunt for Genosha. But then they end up, Cameron Hodge just ends up putting them in a big old fight pit, and Archangel and Wolverine fight.
Who have always wanted to rip each other apart.
And I'm sure now
since Wolverine came on and Archangel only had feathered wings.
Right. Well, even then, Archangel, like when he got all manipulated by Apocalypse, yeah.
My apocalypse.
So
do you think that's what Archangel sings?
I think so. So there's another plot going on here where the Engineer and the President, the Chief Magistrate also, they're like, okay, we gotta get this Cameron Hodge guy the fuck out of here. Like, he's out of fucking control. So they try to...
It does get very political.
Yeah, I guess. They're trying. Oh, you know what I meant to look up? When did this come out, Tom? You said 90?
90.
When did the Singapore cane shit happen? That kid get hit with the Singapore cane?
Oh, the great TV we miss because we're in America?
No. What's that Weird Al song?
Why do you think that? I'm gonna go piss.
Tom's gonna go pee. I'm gonna go vamp real quick.
You gotta go vamp and look shit up.
Weird Al. Headline News was called. It dealt with... Who was this character? Michael Fay. Oh, so this happened after this. Okay, so I just assumed because it's like very political, like we have to get this guy, and it's basically Genosha law. Whatever. Needless to say, the X-Men escape. Then they have a big drag-out fight with... I gotta save this for Tom. But... So, Storm magically turns back into a woman. And, yeah, I don't, yeah, they kill White Man. This is very convoluted. X-Men books. Chris Claremont, everybody. So, yeah. So, Storm turns back into a full-grown woman. Because she had her powers, she turned into a mutate, but apparently there's some sort of deviation where... Wait, what? Hang on a second, I'm getting confused. Tom?
Yes?
Can you help me understand something, because I forget?
Fucking nuts.
This, I gotta say, is cool, because Gambit breaks himself out of the
with the lockpick? Hell yeah!
I think that is because he's such
such
a new character that they're like, oh, we're gonna have him do something cool.
Did he do that in 2.0?
Honestly, he might have, but
I think he did.
What? So, I forget. So, Storm isn't really a mutate. Like, I think the Engineer... yes, okay, now I remember.
Because...
the Engineer didn't fully...
Right, because he wanted her to have some sort of free will because she was his house slave.
What?
Essentially, like she would answer to the engineer.
Not like because she's a mutant,
right?
Oh, God. Because she has the X gene.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, but her power also then undoes the power of mind wipe or what's this?
Well, electric shock.
Wipeout.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? Just electric shock.
Yeah,
can just stop any other mutant powers happening. All right, and then she turns back into a woman. Never explained. Never explained.
Because they really wanted her and Forge to be together.
It's honestly like shit like this is really just editorial being like, oh, you know what's interesting? Let's turn Storm into a kid. Like, oh, like that could be interesting. And then they're like, no, change it. I don't care how.
Stupid!
Just fucking do it. It's like how people are like, I don't like that costume. I fucking hate it. Change it. I don't give a shit. That's how it goes. It's not marketable. Nobody wants to bang baby Storm, except if you're Gambit. You don't want to bang adult Storm. I'm talking, Tom.
You can take a sip.
I had a sip.
That was stupid.
Big old fight with Cameron Hodge.
Yep.
Here we go. So, Storm's an adult now.
Okay.
Makes out with Forge. Gambit in the corner, despite obvious advantages, not so sure I like this change. Weird. And he thinks that. And then he says out loud, not out loud, but he says in a speech bubble, one side, mon ami, I think perhaps Storm's next kiss had best be mine. So did...
He never made advances onto her when she was a child.
Oh, but now that she's an adult, she's like, yep, it's working. So that whole history you have of knowing her as a child, now you're an adult immediately. Not like you grew up together and you have feelings.
Look,
those feelings were there right now. Now it's basically like whoop, oh, you're an adult now. You're legal.
Cajuns are weird. But then
keep a pin in that. Also, what the fuck, colorist? The fuck happened here?
But then he meets
Storm's eyes are yellow.
But then he meets Rogue.
Yeah, fair.
And Belladonna.
We'll get to that. Also, again,
we're missing SmackDown.
Also, again, they mutate Wolfsbane.
Yes.
So now she is more werewolfy, I guess you would say.
All right. So I'm gonna go.
Because, again, I think they were just like, let's make her more werewolf.
So now I know I think one of our first Trading the Backs, I had you borrow Fatal Attractions.
Yes.
So I don't know if you remember
Also, Boom Boom's powers suck. I hate Boom Boom's powers. Like, just throw bombs or don't. Don't be like, we have to count them down. Also, fun fact. Watch this, right?
I wasn't fucking talking.
No, well, because this is my time, my guy.
Well,
you're talking about Trading the Back's past.
Okay, but no, this actually goes to this.
Okay.
But no, continue your fucking thought.
This is Boom Boom's panel right here, right? So she throws one of her blasts, or Boom Booms, whatever you want to call them. She says, and she has to say 3, 2, 1, and then it explodes, right? Yeah, we did it. Hold on, guys. I'll get you down. Soon as this time bomb, 3, does its trick. It's the 2... biggest 1. She said 1. Should have blown up. Anyway. I've ever made it deadliest, and then she says 1, and then it explodes.
So, in Fatal Attractions,
so stupid.
I don't know if you remember that Wolfsbane was obsessed with Havoc.
I do not remember that.
She was. She was obsessed with Havoc because...
This is Jim Lee cover, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, when she was turned into a mutate...
For X Factor 62, sorry.
When she was turned into a mutate, she was tied directly to...
Oh, she like imprinted on him, right? Or something?
She was tied to him.
Right.
That's why she was so obsessed with him.
Okay.
So yes. this was.
I don't remember talking about that. I remember talking about the fact that he.
You said Wolfsbane became a mutate, and I was explaining a little bit further.
You didn't have to. I was explaining.
I wanted to.
All right. Well. All right. You save that.
Jesus fucking Christ, this asshole.
So, Havoc regains his memories. Him and Cyclops team up. They basically kill Cameron Hodge to the best of their ability.
With the
still immortal.
With their Care Bear stare.
Yes. And they take the remains of Warlock and put it on Doug Ramsey's grave, who died in Fall of the Mutants, which I read, which was cool.
That all comes back around.
This was good, just a lot longer than it needed to be. Like, it could have been a little more punchy. You know, again, it's like they get captured, then they don't, and then they go to trial, then they don't, and then honestly, Cable breaks out at least 3 times, and he gets shut down twice. Wolverine, same thing. Like, okay, guys, we get it. You're kind of outnumbered, you're outmatched until you're not.
Again, but as much as I love Wolverine, he should have been dead 4 times in there.
I do like, though, that it is a cohesive story, but between the different books, between the X-Men, the X-Factor, and the New Mutants, they focus on those characters, which I think is the proper way to do a story like this. Because if you're just a New Mutants fan and you don't like any of the other bullshit, you're still good. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, you're reading New Mutants and you're like, oh,
unlike,
damn bitch.
Again, not to disparage what you let me borrow, King of Black. It's just like, there's so many people I don't care about. Like,
you're talking about in the King of Black
omnibus. Yeah.
No, but in the 1 through 5.
Exactly.
Well, the 1 through 5 is like, that's the core story. You read that for the King in Black story.
Right.
But if you were reading Spider-Man The Run, and then you just get Spider-Man in those books. You know? If you're reading X-Men, you just get X-Men. If
that's just the way that things are now in Marvel.
True. But I mean, this is the same way, except this is way more tight because it's just 3 X books. You know what? Keeping you up, Tom. Sorry.
Oh my fucking god.
Speaking of X books.
Yeah, we're missing SmackDown.
Speaking of X books, this is going long. Baby special episode. Very special episode.
Yes.
X-Men Mutant Genesis.
Alright, so a little history with this.
Go right ahead.
This cunt.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, go ahead. I blow my nose. Sorry, everybody.
I'll wait till he's done.
Oh, fuck. Go ahead.
So, X-Men Genesis is essentially where I really got heavily into X-Men.
Tom, it's like 8 million copies sold, X-Men number 1. It's huge.
I was one of those 8 million.
There you go.
God damn, so good.
X-Men number 1. So, I'm going to put this out right here. I know I've talked about them online, and I know how you feel about YouTubers, comic book specific YouTubers. There he goes. He's ready to throw a bottle at me. And it's full. And it's almost full.
Almost full. No, yours is almost full because you're a bitch.
I'm talking. Comic Pop?
Great.
You know what Comic Pop, right?
That's the 3 dudes
Sal
on the couch.
Yeah,
they're okay. They're fine when I'm high or drunk.
Okay, that's fine. As I was reading this, they did a thing, not one of their back issues, but they talked about this, right? And Sal is for all intents and purposes, he's a very good historian on comic book stuff. So he was saying how important this was, because this was a milestone for a lot of people. This influenced a lot of things that happened on the X-Men status quo going forward. The animated series, the toys, everything. Right? So this was a huge turning point. This is also a huge turning point in Marvel Comics, because a lot of this is the art going forward. So this is the same time, as Tom mentioned, with Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, Eric Larson. A lot of art forward books were coming out at this time. And who better than Jim Lee? This is also a bit of a changing of the guard, because this is the end of Chris Claremont's run, or his original run.
It's also the end of Jim Lee's run.
Well, I guess, it does become what becomes the start of Jim Lee's run. Are you saying that this is the only...
1 through 7, Jim Lee is done with.
So he doesn't draw X-Men 8?
He might. I think. I'm sorry.
They gave him a whole. Well, I could say the same about Todd McFarlane.
I want to.
With Spider-Man.
Hold on.
No, we didn't know.
I think Jim Lee was done with. I think he might have been done with X-Men 8. I'll look while you talk.
This is a huge turning point in the X-Men status quo. Uncanny X-Men is still going on. I did a little bit of research. All the other X books are going. This is a brand new book that they're introducing, and it is the end of Chris Claremont's run.
Presumably.
Well, I mean, he does come back. No, it is. It's literally X-Men 3 is his last book for a long time. I'm just I'm gonna breeze through this best I can because we're going late.
You're not, because this is my love.
Well, X-Men number 1.
92 which was X-Men 10?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Holy fuck, this asshole.
Well, Tom, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Jim Lee's last
book was X-Men 10.
Yes.
Okay. So this isn't the end of Jim
Lee.
There's 3 more
It
books.
was fucking my...
So,
Fucking
anyway,
fucking
X-Men
fucking
Mutant
be about
Genesis
this
deals
face.
with the reintroduction of like all number 1s do. You gotta bring everybody. Actually, like every issue does.
Yeah.
You gotta re-educate the reader. Because you might get a new reader here and there.
Yeah.
But with X-Men 1, they knew...
Dude, I don't know who the fuck Magneto was until this.
Okay, well, you're gonna know. So this run, because it's only a 3-issue arc that deals with Magneto, written by Chris Claremont, like we were saying, and with Jim Lee, and art by Jim Lee, deals with the reintroduction of Magneto. Magneto was a bad guy, was turned into a baby, became an adult, then became a good guy, then kind of stopped, and just kind of was away. But now he's back. And he's chilling on Asteroid M. Some people want to go see him. And he's like, no, get the fuck out of here. I don't want anything to do with you. We look at the X-Mansion right now. And now we're introduced to the X-Men going forward in this status quo. Guys like Cyclops and Storm and Colossus and Archangel, Iceman, Rogue. I'm talking Forge, Banshee, Beasts, Gambit, Wolverine, Psylocke. Yes, Tom.
I was gonna say, I like how you have like the 2 leaders of the gold and blue team the forefront.
It's almost like they're like presenting it to you. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a very smart book because they are very clearly showing people who don't know. Listen, Tom, I'm not a comic book guy, but reading this, I appreciate this because it's not only like if you picked up any book and okay, this crap art. The X Factor one? Where is it? This, right here. Same thing. It's the same thing. Where you have the character, their name, like, so, if this was the first book you picked up, first off, God help you for ever picking up another comic, because this is god-awful, dog shit art. But you know who everybody is.
You're really gonna hate me with X art. But you'll enjoy the writing, I think.
Oh, we'll get to that. Because Chris Claremont clearly gets paid by the word. And he is working overtime.
I see what you mean now by what you texted me about the color.
Yes, we'll talk. But this does a perfect job of explaining and showing who every character is.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. What I don't love.
This is my introduction to Rogue as well.
Yeah, fair, because I mean she's not in
No?
No.
No, she's not. I mean, she was part of the Outback crew.
And she was in Inferno, yeah.
But, like, this was my introduction to Rogue.
That's fair. What I don't like about comic book writing, and this is some Stan Lee shit, this is some Chris Claremont shit, and this is like some, who was writing Spider-Man at the time? Not at the time.
Slott?
But, no, I'm talking about,
Oh.
like,
in the
early.
90s.
Conway? I forget. But, like, here's an action sequence. And it's so much exposition. Oh, cripes, Rogue, these incendiaries melting my ice slide as well as smashing it. I can't generate a new one. Just say, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is all this stuff? It's like if I fell and I'm like, I can't believe I lost my balance. I'm about to hit the ground.
David...
Getting paid by the word.
David...
Getting paid by the word. This is a lot of writing.
Michelin?
Oh, David Michelini.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Conway was right before him, I think. Michelini, yes. Big time right.
And J.M. DeMantis?
J.M. DeMatteis.
Yeah, he did last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Tommy. That was some live research. I like that.
That is actually one of my favorite shots. Gambit, Rogue, and Psylocke.
So.
And actually, Archangel and Claus.
Let's bury this lead right now.
Sorry.
Jim Lee is really good.
I love his art. I fucking love his art.
Jim Lee is really good at big panels.
I never got to meet him yet.
Single pages, big panels, focused up, this, that. Here's people standing, looking tough, looking angry, looking strong, looking good. Sometimes, this motherfucker phones it in. I can't blame him. He's doing a lot of drawing. Later in, there's some things like, what the fuck is that?
Well, we'll get to that. We're not there yet.
But a lot of it is, and we were talking about this off air, a lot of this also might have to do with this is a recolored edition.
Right.
It's 2.0, it's recolored. So I honestly can't, I don't know if they thickened the lines up. I don't know if a lot of the original art is lost because of that. So I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not going to lie. Some of these, especially in the later ones, are like, and I know he was writing at the time, but like, criminy.
I really wish I...
Of course, it's Psylocke in a bikini.
Well, yeah. I mean, why not?
I'm not arguing.
I really wish I still had the original issues.
Like, that's pretty good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Really not.
I just love how they're like, yo, Cyclops, we're going to just put you in a helmet.
So, in issue 1, the X-Men are doing a
training session.
An operation.
Training session.
Am I talking or you?
Well, you're saying an operation. It's more of a training session.
And this is the hill you want to die on right now.
Yeah.
During a training session.
There you go.
Where they have to operate against against the X-Mansion's self-defenses.
It's pretty much to kill Xavier. Sorry.
You want to do the book report?
I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not.
It's basically like whoever can tag Xavier wins, and Wolverine is that close. He almost kills him. He doesn't, but he almost does. And Cyclops is like, "Whoa!"
He fucking Wolverine knows the fucking length of his shit.
All right, yeah, I know he does, but Cyclops clearly doesn't trust him, which shows you the friction going on.
But that's silly.
That's silly.
It's because he wants to bang your girl.
So Nick Fury shows up. He's like, "Yo, Magneto's been up in space above Russia.
Magneto's being a cunt,
and Russia ain't having it. So like, they're gonna handle it, but I want you guys to handle it because it's like a mutant problem. So like, all right, no problem." So back on Asteroid now, Magneto's still like, "Guys, what the fuck is there? Can you like leave?" And there's humans and mutants, and one of the humans ends up killing one of the mutants, but not really. And Magneto's like, all right, that's enough. And he ends up having the human kill himself. And then this gentleman named Fabian Cortez, who's a right dick, master manipulator. I hate him. He shows up and he's just like, oh, we're going to be your acolytes. We can help you. I can help heal you. I can help make you stronger. And then Magneto's like, fine. So now Xavier, he ends up splitting his team. This is him splitting up the blue and gold team.
Yep,
so now,
I was more of a blue guy.
Because I had Wolverine in it?
I just like the dynamics.
Okay.
But yes.
The blue team would be Cyclops, Wolverine, Psylocke, Beast, Gambit, Rogue. That's pretty much it.
Wait, hold on. You said Beast?
Beast, Wolverine, Psylocke, Gambit, Cyclops, and Rogue.
Jubilee's not there yet.
Jubilee's not in this. No, she's not in this. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, she's not in 1 through 3.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, I think alright, Wolverine's a big factor of me being a Blue Team fan. Right. But, like, also the fact that, like, you had Beast in there, and, like, he didn't have to go, like, and Cyclops, they didn't have to go with, like, the original crew.
Right. Which
I kind of dug. So.
What do you mean they didn't have to go with the original crew?
Well, because you had Jean...
Yeah, Jean, Iceman,
Archangel on Gold Team.
Right.
So, like, they could have, like, been like, alright, we're gonna put Colossus and, you know... Who else was on Gold Team?
Colossus, Iceman, Archangel, Banshee, maybe? I think Banshee and Forge are on 2 different teams. Yeah.
Forge doesn't go on missions.
Right, but I mean, one of them's
Banshee.
Like, yeah, okay, fine.
Banshee gets his jaw broken by
yes,
Gambit.
He does. Yes, he does.
And then he goes on a sabbatical with Moira Taggart.
Spoiler alert.
Shut the fuck up.
So what ends up happening is Magneto lifts up a sub that he sank years ago. As part of a deterrent to be like, all right, you guys, listen, no more nukes. I'm sinking this sub, which was an act of aggression,
which I think led into Avengers Trial of Magneto, I believe.
I'm sure all the bad things he did led to Trial of Magneto.
He didn't do anything really super bad.
No one to know. So he's just like, you know what? I'm going to take these nukes up to Asteroid M just as a deterrent. You know, as a deterrent.
The only thing he did bad was having a costume with a giant M on it.
So the X-Men show up, and they're like, all right, we need to talk. And by talk, I mean, let's fight you.
Well, Rogue did try to... Yes. Rogue tried diplomatic in the game, but it's like, nope!
Gambit and Beast and Wolverine almost kills him. Psylocke comes and kicks him in the head. It's basically
well, kicks
like,
his helmet off purposely so her telepathic powers can attack him.
Right. One of the things that on Comic Pop they were saying that like every scene of Cyclops is him screaming, which is very funny because and also he's thinking all this shit and screaming and also doing an optic blast. That's a lot. That's a lot right there.
You know what? I give Homeboy credit.
Wolverine. Sorry, Magneto then realizes that like. Oh, the skeletons of all the people he killed are still there. So that kind of like shocks him back into reality, but not that bad that he's like, no, I'm still going to take these nukes.
And Wolverine's like, no, I'm still going to stab you.
Right. No, he almost killed him, which gets brought up. Which Sal from Comic Pop, again, you can all you want, but he brings up a great point because this inadvertently and very poetically, without knowing it, talks about Fatal Attractions. Because as somebody who read Fatal Attractions already, or even knows what happened in Fatal Attractions, reads this, you're like, oh shit, they're setting that up. But guess what? They weren't. They were just like, and then Peter David of all people were like, why doesn't Magneto just rip the fucking adamantium out of Wolverine? And everybody's like, that's great.
It also sets up Onslaught.
Okay, again, nobody realizes this until it happens.
Holy shit, dude. Okay, fine, I get it. You're taking Southside, not mine. I get it.
Do you think when they wrote Fatal Attractions, they were like, oh, now we're going to have Xavier turn evil?
Don't you have a comic to talk about?
Don't you have a point to make?
Nope.
Yep.
Don't you have a beer to take a sip of?
Nope. Rogue is like, all right, I gotta talk to Magneto now. That is for an audio medium, Tom. Like you're really just. I'm about to throw this book out in the garbage.
Absolutely.
I still have to talk about Omega Red.
Well, fucking stop getting distracted and talk.
Rogue tries to talk to Magneto. The Russians shoot missiles at Rogue. Magneto's like, yep, okay, exactly. So he detonates one of the nukes, causes like an EMP over Russia. Russia's like, this fucking guy, right? We're gonna fight him. So Magneto was like, what the fuck? I can't believe Wolverine almost killed me. We work together. And then Fabian Cortez is like, let me heal you. But he actually doesn't. He just kind of like energizes their mutant powers.
Yep.
And his electromagnetism powers kind of help him heal. So that's what it simulates. Rogue ends up getting found out in Genosha again. Cool. Know all about Genosha. But then what else happens? The Acolytes attack. Those are the soldiers that wanted to go find Magneto. They want to, I guess, capture Rogue. Just bring him to Magneto. Again, great panel, great art when Magneto shows up. He's just like, stop attacking my guys. Even though I didn't tell him to do this. Like, stop. And then Moira McTaggart's sad about something we're going to find out. Here's some cool art with Jim Lee about the X-Men villains and the original 5, and then everybody in bikinis, and then Omega Red, and all this shit. Da-di-da-di-da, that's cool too.
Weird that that's in the middle of the book.
This?
Yeah.
It's 2.0, you know? I wouldn't say the middle, I'd probably say the first fifth.
Just being argumentative to be
Issue 2, this is also, I think this is also a very classic title cover as well, with Magneto kind of like capturing Professor X, and everybody's in stone. Symbolism! Everybody's ready to face Magneto and the Acolytes. The UN is ready to blow the fuck up out of everybody, like they do. There it is. Psylocke hit him with the fucking psychic knife. Whatever. The mutant known as Chrome turns them into Chrome, so then Magneto could just kidnap everybody, take them to Asteroid M.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, what a name.
It turns out that Fabian Cortez got a little bit of information about Magneto, that his genetic code has been altered. So he assumes that it had to do with Moira McTaggart. So years ago in Magneto's history, he was turned into a baby, like you do.
They're babies.
Moira tried to manipulate his genetic code to save her son. This doesn't happen. I guess it technically does. Is Proteus isn't Legion then, huh?
Correct.
Okay. And B...
See, I don't always have to give a smart answer.
Hopefully have Magneto not be evil. But, turns out, when you use your mutant power, that science goes out the fucking window, so that's what happens there. But basically, Magneto's pissed that you're like, you touched my fucking genetic code, like, how dare you? Like, you violated me. So what I'm gonna have you do is violate the X-Men. Have them turn to believe me. So they can
Why not?
Because why not, yes. So no, that's basically how you get X-Men versus X-Men. That's really it. That's how you get team versus team.
So good, though.
Ah, pretty cool.
I love that fight.
But the fight doesn't really happen because, again, once they start using their mutant powers, the brainwashing goes away. And everybody starts coming to. And then Magneto's like, you motherfuckers, I can't believe you figured this out.
How dare you figure out my evil plan?
But by the time the fighting stops, they realize that the Russians are going to launch a super laser at them. Which they do. And Magneto holds Asteroid M together to let the X-Men and whoever else wants to escape, really just the X-Men, escape. And then this pretty much leads into... Because now we think Magneto's dead. But he's not.
Yep.
Because he'll be back in Fatal Attractions. So that's X-Men 1 through 3.
Uh-huh.
Here's your Gambit in the blue and yellow.
Yes.
Blue and yellow, blue and yellow.
You're an idiot.
X-Men 4, 5, 6, and 7 deals with this arc, deals with this newly introduced character, Omega Red. Omega Red, I feel like, is
Omega Red's a monster.
Jim Lee's excuse just to make a more vicious Wolverine villain. To the point that he brings in Sabretooth, and he clowns Sabretooth. So there you go. It basically starts off, the X-Men are just palling around, having a fun old time. Moira McTaggart's sad that she did a bad thing. She basically violated someone. This art, and I don't know if it's this art or this ink or this color, is really looking dog shit. I'm sorry. Not that dog shit, but it's like... Like, even this is like, yeah, you've done better, Jim Lee. I know you're probably he's also writing and doing this, and it's like...
I think it's also the re-inking.
It could be the re-inking. That's why I'm like, I'm really giving it the benefit of the doubt, but what I'm looking at right now,
because
with my eyeballs...
When I remember it vividly in my mind's eye, that it wasn't that bold.
Yes. No, I agree with you. It could not have been this bold. It just doesn't look super great. I'm going to be completely honest.
Then you got the Fenris twins.
The Fenris twins, the Strucker twins.
The Strucker twins, sorry.
They're trying to make a new world order with Natsuo, who I guess is leading the hand at the time. The plot is they have Omega Red, who is a Russian super soldier which failed, and his mutant ability is his death factor.
Yeah.
And the only thing to help him synthesize that death factor to be like controllable instead of just like a plague is this thing called the
carbonite synthesizer.
Yeah, exactly. Synthesizer. Exactly. Which
time pussy.
Who knows where that is? Wolverine does.
Of
course he does.
I love how Rogue just fucking slugs Gambit.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't he? Shake. Then they all get captured. Moira being sad. Big shock. Which I'm curious on how all these newer revelations of Moira McTaggart, how that puts this into
Jonathan Hickman is trash and he never explores it.
Alright, well.
Sorry.
He's trash. They try to go on a night of the town and they get attacked by the Hand.
Yep.
Because they need to capture Wolverine. Like, this is not... I'm sorry, Jim. This is not your best work. Omega Red shows up because he... really, the only one to have a advantage against Wolverine with a healing factor is a man who has a killing factor. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So they fight. They're Psylocke and Bikini. Not arguing there, Jim. That's one of your best works right there.
Though she looks Native American, they're not like...
Because it's a red light.
Yeah.
And it's like DEFCON 5.
Yeah. Still the bikini and just in the bomber jacket, mind you.
Well, I mean, listen. What is she going to be like? Oh, guys, let me put on some clothes? No, she's ready to go, man. She's got a body, won't quit. Got it? Flaunt it. The other X-Men that got captured end up getting free, but then they realize, oh shit, Wolverine's captured. Alright, we gotta go save him. So they're doing this thing back and forth where Omega Red is able to siphon the health or the life force from Wolverine, which is like kind of feeding him to keep him living. And Wolverine is very slowly able to recover from that, and so it'll constantly feed Omega Red.
Yeah.
To the point that it's like we need this information that Wolverine has, and it's getting all these flashbacks from Wolverine when he was working with the CIA, when he was a part of a trio with him, Sabretooth,
yep,
and this dude Maverick, who I guess gets introduced here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. This is the first introduction of Maverick.
So basically, Wolverine is all strung up because they need this information. Good art, nice big panel, all the X-Men, all the mutants right here, blue and gold team. Pretty cool stuff. Then they're talking about what's going on in Uncanny X-Men, which is also nice little nod
Jubilee
right there.
Jacked in that panel.
Jubilee jacked. Yeah, Jubilee's pretty jacked. Again, I think it's the color, man, because I think this looks like it could be better. This almost doesn't look like Jim Lee, so it's got to be.
I think it's the coloring.
Yeah. A Tale as Old as Time. Wolverine breaks out, gets captured. I read a book all about that. We find out that this mission kind of went haywire a bit. That those three guys, Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Maverick, were supposed to get a scientist, an informant, or whatever, and the carbonadium synthesizer, the thing that can help Omega Red. Basically, they end up failing both because Sabretooth kills the informant.
Sabretooth.
Because Sabretooth.
Uh-huh.
And because you don't play by the books. And then they jump out a window, and it presumably destroys the synthesizer. Maverick, though, saves an escaping Wolverine, and also hides their history.
Yes.
Because he does not know. Because I guess this whole CIA shit happened before Weapon X, and the Weapon X mind wiped him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Great cover with Psylocke and Sabretooth. I love this. This Sabretooth costume is dumb as fuck, but I love it.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
It's like super impractical, but I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Then you get Longshot, Dazzler, like they have to do that. Cool.
Because that was leading into the next story arc.
Little teaser, if you will.
Yes.
So Jubilee, Cyclops, and Beast get into this facility. They end up trying to fight Omega Red. Guess what? They get clowned. They get captured. Wolverine gets some flashbacks of what's happening. Longshot fights Mojo. Then Gambit and Rogue and Psylocke all fight the Hand. It turns out Psylocke has some residual mind control from Mitsudo, which, spoiler alert, doesn't really happen. Wolverine and Maverick team up. Sabretooth shows up because he's like, if anybody can find Wolverine, it's going to be me. And he does. Because he has to help with Psylocke, a mind-controlled Psylocke. Which, again, spoiler alert. Vice versa, Psylocke is the one mind-controlling Sabretooth.
Yeah, because what? He keeps saying one phrase over and over.
He keeps repeating the same.
Yeah.
He keeps repeating the phrase. Nobody told me this kid was out of sorts. Practically keeled over before I got a chance to bruise him. He says that about Wolverine. He says that about Maverick. And if someone even mentions, he's like, "Sir, you've been saying that a lot. I know it's good to gloat, but
I know this was also the introduction of Birdie, who
was it?
Seen in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That's the only way I know Birdie also.
Because, Birdie was,
his little sidekick.
Well, the thing was, she would give him, little telepathic blasts to kind of keep him,
not feral?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
And not to go into those, fucking rages and, murderous,
sure.
I love this one part where, fucking Maverick just kicks.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's again, cool scene. You know, if Jim Lee could just get half a page, he's killing it.
The only thing that would make that Sabretooth costume better would be a trench coat.
No, I disagree because I think that would take away from the from his main thing he's got.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll agree. Maybe.
Okay. Cool. They basically are like, all right, enough's enough. We got to get into Wolverine's memories and find out where this fucking thing is. And it turns out he buried the synthesizer with the informant who was maybe in love with.
Oh, yeah.
They don't really explain.
Wolverine fucks a lot.
I mean, yeah,
a lot. We had an episode called Wolverine fucks.
Then we find out that Psylocke wasn't really mind controlled. I don't know why she decided now. Oh, because they were going to kill Wolverine. There you go. They were like, okay, we got the info. It's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, Psylocke and Wolverine always have that special connection.
Wolverine fucks. They did. Stop. They did.
No,
they did.
No, they didn't.
Well, because you didn't see it, doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Did not.
They definitely did.
The only ones he has not banged are Jubilee, Shadowcat, Psylocke.
Not. Out of the whole Marvel universe.
Now, Storm, he's banged a lot.
He's definitely banged Psylocke.
No, he hasn't.
He's definitely gotten blown by Psylocke. They definitely dry humped hard. I'll say that.
Moving along.
Moving right along. So Psylocke has her capacities. She's fighting Omega Red, and also tricks Omega Red to thinking that he deployed his mutant power, which he didn't, which gives her the upper hand. Okay, we can do that. It's funny. They make Jean Grey I'm the psychic, I'm the telepath, and then Psylocke is just
so
the Deus Ex Machina. I imagine you turned off your powers.
Here's the fun fact:
in
the 90s, they definitely leaned more into Jean Grey's telekinetics,
okay,
than her telepathy.
Right, but you know what I mean. Like that was like
I
that was
understand,
like your blanket.
but that's why she was with the gold, and like they both teams had someone that could fuck with minds or
because that's overkill.
Yeah.
Sabretooth still kind of mind controlled by Psylocke. Maverick comes to, starts killing people, which is neat. Again, good half panel with this thing. No, not only... Yes, of course Psylocke is fucking stunting it with her ass right to the hand. But then you have, like, Omega Red in, like, the corner of the panel, like, fucking, like, looming. Like, that's good shit, man. That's good stuff. This, not good. But Psylocke gets knocked out, which gets Sabretooth free of the mind control, and then so this is cool. So then Wolverine, because again we got to realize, Wolverine's like the star of this show now. They're like the bad guys are winning. They're like, excuse me. They're like,
Jesus
all right, cool.
Christ.
Sabretooth's back's in our control. Omega Red's coming back up. Nothing can stand in our way. And then Wolverine, like with very shaky looking dialogue boxes, says like, "You mean to tell me a mutant healing factor, 300 pounds of adamantium skeleton with claws, countless hours of training in the danger room, and you got nothing, and you got the nerve to call that nothing?"
Which I always loved.
The dialogue, the font, the lettering starts getting more and more
intense.
Not intense, but legible also, which means that he's coming to and Berserker Raging. Fucking takes it to Omega Red.
This
good half panel.
Honestly, this is that's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Where how he's Cyclops is like, yeah, we're looking for like what what did he say? Like,
I believe you people have something that belongs to us, and then everybody says like, short little fella, all adamantium and all attitude.
A British Asian ninja who very hard to come by.
Yes, exactly. Oh, you've read this before, haven't you?
No.
I gotta say, Jim Lee draws Magneto and Cyclops super good. Super well, I should say. Super good. Are you fucking for real?
Man, no, puss.
He
Jordan!
draws Wolverine
Kobe.
Like, he draws Wolverine very good. But I think Cyclops and Magneto, he drew amazing. They all fight. Turns out they win.
No.
But Omega Red runs away to fight another day. And this
Wolverine goes to the grave of the girl.
Yeah, because they're
cuts the hand off of
Metsu.
That doesn't
happen. Nope, Metsu runs away.
No, he cuts the hand off of Metsu.
He runs away.
Yes, he cuts the hand off of Metsu.
Can I see that? Read this? Yeah,
can I see that?
Yeah, go right ahead. Here's the page, Tom. When he says Metsu got away, there's no hand. Hang on, wait a minute.
Matsu's holding a hand to his chest.
I mean, you know what? Okay, fine. I stand corrected. I'm sorry. Because you even see...
Because Matsu shows up later with only one hand.
There's no way to know. I didn't know that.
I'm fucking telling you, idiot!
Alright, so why are you mad at me for something I didn't know?
Because you were just so... You were so sure that you knew.
So, because I didn't make it a big deal. Because again, like, so like, Jim Lee was like, oh, fuck, I gotta wrap this up. I got 2 pages. Alright, let me do 24 panels. Which I'm sure he wanted to phone in, because it looks like it. What is this? What is this page?
I think it's the ink, dude.
Listen, Tom, I can't... There's no artist on this earth that's gonna bang every single panel out of the park. I hate to tell you, you're gonna have to get off Jim Lee's dick for a second.
Alright, you sound like Rob Liefeld right now, and you need to calm down.
Rob Liefeld always sucked, though. That's the difference. That's the goddamn difference.
Fair. He did.
Alright, so, my book report, in conclusion, I like this. No, this was good, and again, I think this is a good cap off of all the X books you let me borrow prior to Trading the Backs Volume 8.
Just wait.
Okay, fine. Actually, no, I really need a break, because I've been building up my own collection again. I have to start reading that.
Until we're like, oh, what's the next episode about? I don't know, Trade the Backs 9.
Why did you put those numbers together?
Shut up.
But I do like this. X-Men Extinction Agenda probably could have been 6 chapters instead of that. But whatever. I feel like having 3 and 3 and 3, that does make sense. That's nice and clean. That was the same with Fall of the Mutants, except this versus Fall of the Mutants was a more coherent story, whereas Fall of the Mutants was just like, this is a bad times for these teams. You know what I mean? Whereas X-Men Mutant Genesis, this is the status quo. You know what I mean? Like this is where X-Men go from here, and I like it. Jim Lee's art is better than most, and generally good. He has his strengths, but like every artist, they gotta make their deadlines. They gotta fucking. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And again, a lot of that might have to deal with the art, the recoloring. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not knocking him. He's still one of the GOATs.
I'm not saying you're knocking him.
Okay. I mean, your face makes it seem like I'm knocking him. Yep, there it is. So that was straight in the backs.
Cool.
You got any? You good? Any feedback from me? Except call me an idiot for... Get so serious.
Why would I call you an idiot?
I call you an idiot?
Why?
I don't know. Because I didn't love.
No.
Okay.
It's fine. It's your opinion, even if it's wrong.
It's like your opinion, man.
Even if it's wrong.
And on that note, RudeNation, thank you for joining us for episode 157, the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
Trading the backs.
Volume 8.
Time pussy.
There it is. Next episode will probably be just as long because it's going to be Rudetober recap,
and that's just with my shit.
Tom's got a lot of Rudetober shit, man. Holy moly!
And I have 2 weeks to build.
That is true.
I have 2 more weeks to build.
True. You're still deep in Rudetober, but not deep enough.
But again, Rudetober, it's not a season; it's a state of mind.
It's a state of mind. So Rudetober recap next episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. But thank you for joining us. You can find us on our social media platforms, Instagram.com, Facebook.com. Just search for RudeBoyz469. Twitter fucking sucks. I have not been really posting a lot on Twitter, except for like retweets and shit like that.
Has.
Or reposts, whatever the fuck they want to call it. Why would you do that? Why would you do this? I've been on Threads a lot. Oh, here's something. Our link tree, linktr.ee/RudeBoyz, has been updated. With our threads, with our TikTok. So check all that stuff out. Give us a follow. We've been trying to post more on that thing, on those things, on those stuffs. I'm going to not like what you're doing. I'll just put it that way.
I know shit.
That's our social media platforms. We have a YouTube.
We have a YouTube?
Yes, we do. It's youtube.com.
Shit.
/. See, I don't have a mean bone in my body. I can't even, like...
That's why we balance each other out.
Yeah, you pick on me like a dickhead.
Oh, really?
It's like that scene when, like the episode of The Simpsons with Stampy. It's like just some animals are just jerks.
Huh. I'll have to get a record next time we hang out with the fuckboys and how you just decide to rip into me the whole night.
Oh.
Miss John's first one.
YouTube.com /@RudeBoyz469 is our YouTube. We have a Twitch also. Hopefully sometime this Rudetober. I don't know about tonight.
Why not?
Oh my god.
Where do you gotta be?
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like,
we haven't eaten in hours.
In 2 hours and 48 minutes.
Twitch.tv /RudeBoyz469. Hopefully we're going to be streaming some Resident Evil 4 remake.
Maybe today, tomorrow?
Maybe yes, maybe no, who knows?
Well, if I come to the studio early tomorrow,
we will see.
But being a bitch.
Any of our, if you want to follow us on our Twitch or Instagram, Instagram.com /RudeBoyz469 or @RudeBoyz469. That's where we'll announce where we do our streamings. Our podcast, you can find it. Apple, Google. Basically anywhere you can get fine, beautiful podcast. Not as fine and beautiful as this one. Definitely not as rude, crude, or tattooed. For Rudetober. But, I don't know where I was going with this.
Fuck! You spit it out, you fuck!
Headquarters, our comic book shop, because this is Trading the Backs. Our headquarters is on the Podbean network.
Flick that king of bean.
RudeBoyz.podbean.com. You're just ready to go. Ready to go.
Well, it was either King of X or King of Bean. I think King of Bean was better.
King of Beans is pretty good.
Yeah.
Want to hit me up on social media? I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS.
If you want to dive into the time pussy. I was really hoping Chris would spit the beer. You get me?
The clarification was the funnier part. That was the funnier part.
You can get me at Tommy_Cash80, and that's Cash with a K. Chris, where can they get your mixology?
Oh, my mixology page on Instagram. That is Shermixalot64. You can find that out.
She got 69.
Well, what are you going to do?
Change it.
Nope. 64. Come on now. That's a good number. It's a good number.
Nope.
And again, Nation, next episode is going to be our Rudetober recap. So, by all means, hit us up on our social media platforms. We know you listen.
Get ready for that 3-hour
That's going to be a long one. Let us know what you've done this Rudetober. What sort of spooky movies, TV shows, games, books, comics you guys read. Doesn't have to be scary, as long as it embodies the feeling of Rudetober.
Remember, Rudetober, it's not a season, it's a state of mind.
This has been a presentation of the RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Oops.